just really wanna dance with my Glock out. If she bad, fuck around and pull my cock out. I mean, goddamn, shawty, what else could I brag about? I pay no mind to the beat, but I'm a cash cow. Okay, now wait a minute, wait a goddamn minute. I Cupid shuffle till the fucking magazine is finished. I think you niggas need to recognize I'm gon' replenish. I got that 4-5 spinning, but the 9 is timid. Okay, gotta break it out of shell. Give these niggas hell. Only time I'm dancing when these bands stack themselves. Get it by myself or get it with some help. Passive on the mic is like a classic on the shelf. I fucking dance, hit my step. Left, yeah. Right foot, click, clack, booming out the barrel. Coming for my spot.
I love that fucking song.
All right.
Sorry.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Somewhat Honest Review Show, where we give you mild-mannered opinions about your music that you have submitted to us.
Yep.
All right.
Basically.
I'm Dice. I'm here with New Jersey.
Yep.
New Jersey, how are you?
Isn't New Jersey the one that won in Miss Congeniality? Or was it New Hampshire?
I think it was New Jersey. I don't know. I have not watched that movie for about 20 some odd years. Couldn't tell you. What are you typing over there already? We just started.
I'm going to Twitch. I'm not even in chat yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
I gotta load all the chat.
Just me and you tonight. You shouldn't have any reason to go on mute other than body sounds that you want to.
Okay. You're like, I'll just say body sounds. You can just come out here and say that.
Well, I don't know what end it's coming out of, so I was just trying to capture everything in one statement.
I have a lot of body sounds.
What kind of body sound is your favorite?
You know, the accidental, when your legs get stuck to the seat, the accidental seat slide.
I never heard it called that. Okay, I'll remember that now. All right. So who's here? Who's in the audience? Just a few people. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. Just for the sake of time. If you're new here, I don't think there's anybody new here. We typically listen to the subscribers. You're not new. Listen to the subscribers first on Twitch and YouTube. And then after that, we listen to all the degular broke people. We will not be hearing any JD songs tonight. No. And I think that's it as far as announcements. Right? Yeah. No, maybe. Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe Jam on 420. Woo.
Said that pretty fast. I don't think the audience caught you.
Joe Jam is on 422. Mark your calendars. 420, comma 2, not 422. April 20th.
Why didn't you just say 420?
Because I said 2 at the end. I don't know.
Why? Okay. What's up, Hayden? All right. So first up in the subscription queue is D-Boy Slim. Let me see. Oh wait. What's today? The 3rd? Yeah. All right. First up is D-Boy Slim. After D-Boy Slim, there is somebody.
J-Boy Slender.
Chrono Flow. After Chrono Flow is Dog Tags. Noir. All right. We got a lot of stuff tonight, so we'll try to get through this as efficiently as possible. No promises. It's going pretty good. I can complain, but I will refrain from complaining, and I will just say it's going pretty good. How about you, Nikki?
I'm not in the chat. I'm trying to open kick. But what was the question?
The question is, how's it going?
It's going. It's like taking a nice long train ride through the country for 3 days. It's going. It's just consistent.
I feel like most people watching probably have never been on a train ride.
I've never been on a train ride either, but I'd imagine it's consistent.
How can you relate it to a train ride if you've never been on one?
Because it seems nice, consistent, and steady to keep going.
Yeah, you definitely have never been on a train ride. Steady and consistent is not attributes of a train.
I mean, I've been on like small trains here, but not like something cross country. That is a bucket list thing, though.
Yeah, good luck with that. All right, first up in the list is D-Boy Slim. This looks like a beat with an acapella. This is called, I can't read that. Yeah. All right. You've been on a bus ride from Florida to Oklahoma. It sucked. Yeah, I've been on Greyhound from Florida to
Not
Texas.
bus, a train, like Amtrak.
Well, Hayden is trying to have a relatable conversation with you. Don't just block Hayden's love.
I've never been. Well, I went on like a casino bus ride.
How long was the bus ride?
It was only like 4 hours.
No, yeah. I was on a Greyhound for 24 hours, so I would never sit on a Greyhound ever again in my life.
I don't. Is it like a train? I've booked bus rides and where there's like the top and bottom levels, and train tickets for other people. And paid.
Is it like a train? No, it's nothing like a train, and it's a horrible experience. Don't recommend. Do not do. All right. Why? Well, where do I start? Was it the crackhead with the bag full of needles, or was it the overbooked tickets and we had to wait 3 hours for the next bus for people to get on and get to their destination?
I don't know.
There you go.
Can't you walk around and just do things? Like, it's like I've dropped people off at bus stops, so you can like walk next door.
And miss your next bus and then be stranded in the middle of a town.
3 hours.
Yeah, but you don't
I'd
know.
be all over town. If I had a bus layover in Dallas, I'd be like, I'm going here. If I hit one in Oregon, I'd be like, I'm coming over.
That's the thing about Greyhound.
Take an Uber and come see.
That's the thing about the Greyhound, Nikki, is it's first come, first serve. So while you're out wandering the town, everybody else is in line for that Greyhound, and then you just miss the next bus. Now your 3 hour trip.
You have a ticket, don't you have a ticket?
No, that's not how it works. They sell tickets until they finish selling tickets. However many seats are on the bus is irrelevant.
But if you buy a ticket online and there's not a seat, it doesn't matter. Then you fucked.
Well, I don't know if they've changed their process. This was like 20 years ago.
I don't know. That sounds like some janky shit.
That's how a lot of things do. That's even how airlines. Some of them used to book tickets that way. Not all of them do that now because they assign seats.
My sibling Roland Rick missed their flight to Florida last week, but they departed early. They had early departure.
Yeah,
what?
Yeah. Things depart early, and you want to go wander around the city. No, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for my next ride. All right. Here is D-Boy Slim taking people's wallets. I believe I have interpreted that correctly.
Yeah. Yo. Yeah. These M&Ms ain't chocolate. Them niggas ain't my friends, them niggas targets. We represent the hardest. We grew up in the trenches cause we're retarded. Heck metabolic, turned it from 7 to a quarter. Harder than day marauders. Took in broad day for the tarnish. For the stained darling, we hooking off and taking off garments and taking niggas' wallets. Snatching bitches' pocketbooks, look. We black man's crooks, looking for jokes. Don't get your life took. Rolling snooze, dream back to back. We alley cats, shooting dice. My man's like the Antichrist. Stab you twice and send you to paradise. This life I lead be full of them parasites. Don't even start. Fuck around and get rolled up in the top. You looking like Gamora on a shark. Killer whales on your fucking head. We know what's in your heart. We can tell you wasn't on your meds. You trolling niggas hard. Yo, what's the science on these niggas spot? I hope you lying on these niggas spot. I know you know we tired. Don't get these niggas washed. Hey yo, my kill tech gotta be vexed. Only option is it gotta be death. I'll lay you to rest like a high fever. Then chop your head like Julius Caesar. I'm maxing out on the bench press so I can lift text.
Disrespect your family crest, this the quest. Eat your flesh, I'll make you feel blessed. Open the pearly gates, emerge to hate. We like earthquakes, try and make something shake. A little dollar out of 15 cents, add my 2 cents. I'm a nuisance, my plug dropped the science with the blueprint.
The purple tape, electric tape, blacksmith. I catch a body with my accent. Commemorate the party with my magnet. We sticking up career, beauty supply for mad wigs. Trash shit, nerves made of steel. Fuck the rap shit, we percolate for real. You an actor, we terminate your deal. You a non-factor, you sag after. The homie vinyl resale price is through the roof. Who is you? You finna fuck around and get your cool to do.
I'm miraculous. Beef with us is hazardous from the shadows of Nazareth. Just know I mastered this. You can never be this nice. I stomp you to your last inch of life. This dirty nigga got blood on my ACGs. I should've let the P99 squeeze. Nigga, please. MCs bow down on their knees and recognize God. You must be seeing shit like a mirage. Just be more careful when you mention the gods.
All right, that was a production with D-Boy Slim, or I don't know who the vocals were from. Dog Tags, what vocals were? Oh, God Fahim. I don't think those vocals did anything to add to that beat. The beat was just a loop, and you didn't do anything with the beat to kind of adjust to the actual acapella that you used. So I don't understand the point of even putting the acapella on top of it, other than to distract us from the fact that it was a loop. The beat would have been all right if there was some sort of variation in it, but the way it sits right now is just same thing over and over again. And I don't know. I just found the track overall kind of boring. I'll give this a 5 out of 10. I was just bored. It was just a loop. Didn't do anything good for me.
Who is this? D-Boy Slim?
D-Boy Slim is the producer. The vocals are from two artists called The God Fahim and Makhami.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. Okay. I was looking at my grading. I'm like, I see the prod, but I hear a whole song over this, so I'm confused. So for this, it kind of reminded me of something that like Kwame Soul would do, with like maybe do some, I don't know, visuals. It sounds like, my main thing for this is the mix on it. Like, and now that I'm like realizing that it's not that you like used other people's vocals, I mean, like there needs to be different layers instead of like doublers and stuff on this. It makes it sound off, and the vocals are a little bit. They need to be brought up. I had to switch my volumes and adjust things because the bass and stuff are so high. But yeah, the beat is just really a loop. It's just the same thing over and over. I mean, now obviously, like the artists, like, they add to that and help with that with the energy that they bring to their vocal, but you want to be able to have a beat that's going to match that. So I would definitely change some variations up, have a build up, something like that, where it just grows, because the vocals and the artists' whole energy on it was kind of a build up energy. And there was also places where I couldn't tell if it was on beat or off. It seems like it was mostly on beat, but I kind of lost the beat a couple times a little bit that I was trying to go back because it was very loopy too. So I would definitely maybe, look into adding some variation of it to it to match the energy of the vocals, increasing throughout the song and throughout the delivery that they're giving. Yeah, I didn't mind the artists on it, and the beat, it's just very loopy on the mix of it. I'm definitely going to want to, kind of try to make them, the beat and the vocals, the samples go a little better together. They don't sound like they're mixed very well together. They're sitting on top of each other, and the bass kind of drowns out some of the vocals. So definitely maybe adjust, bring the vocals up, see what you can do to make it not sound like it's such a doubled, like it sounds like a doubler, not even like really a delay or reverb or anything. I don't know, maybe look and seeing what you can do to try to transition those together and make them a little bit more cohesive in the actual mix of this. But I'm going to also give this 5 for where it's at. It was fun, but it needs a lot of work. And I think a video would help it.
What genres do you guys actually listen to? I'm not gonna lie. This is every Wednesday is the only time I really sit down and listen to music that's either not my own or not somebody who has asked me to mix music for them. So I would say I listen to whatever the hell you guys send me to listen to. A little bit of everything. Except country. I guess we haven't gotten any country
I
submissions.
listen to everything. Anything people show me, I listen to. I know stuff from the 50s, learning stuff from now. I listen to country, learning everything.
Artwork, I give a 1 out of 10.
I like the artwork. I love some SpongeBob.
I'm not a SpongeBob fan.
I love SpongeBob. Pinky up all day. And he always drinks me pinky up. Dice.
It's nothing to do with SpongeBob. So I will say this. I can understand if you say that this.
My rating was mostly on the mix. Sorry.
Well, I can understand if they say, you know, the artist usually raps over loop beats, but that doesn't mean you as a producer have to do what they always do. You can be different. You know, you can venture outside of the box and be creative. That said, you know, my rating was based on the loop itself. It plateaued for me after about 3 or 4 loops, and I didn't gain anything from it, even with the vocals on top of it. So it was the mix and the loop itself. It just kind of flatlined for me. I didn't think it was a bad loop. It just didn't do anything for me to say, I want to hear this loop over and over again and do something with it myself. It didn't bring me into the moment, is what I mean.
Yeah, like I just typed. I don't mind the artist or the beat. I'd like them to build. Just that's how I prefer my music, is when it's building, because they were building with their delivery, and I liked the artist a lot. Mine was mostly on the mix. I wanted it to be more cohesive. That's why you could see me in the video, like leaning back and forth, trying to hear exactly, because I have my monitors, you know. Mine was mostly the mix stuff. It just needs to be a little bit more put together. It felt like they were like two friends riding the beat, and the vocals are two friends like riding bikes next to each other, and you want them on a tandem bike, you know? Yes.
The hell do you mean?
What?
What the hell does that mean?
Like if you're riding a bike next to me, Dice, instead of riding the same bike. They're almost together.
All right. Okay, whatever. Next up, Chrono Flow. Young, dumb, stupid. Wants overall feedback. No idea what this is. Gonna find out together. All right, who's mowing the lawn?
So I was young, dumb and stupid with no love. I didn't care about anybody torn apart. That's why I never got a chance to get along. That's why I never got a chance to get along. Cause I was young, dumb and stupid with no love. I didn't care about anybody torn apart. That's why I never got a chance to get along. That's why I never got a chance to get along. Yeah, mentally torn in half. I've been all scared to death. I'm running out of breath. I'm gone but I never left. I've not been the type to run from problems I made. Not gonna leave them, not trying to be saved. I'm working jobless, not trying to get paid. Not for the rich dollar money, I don't need a raise. Pursuit of a greater goal, I wanna be great. I wanna get up on myself, I wanna persuade. I could be seeking for anything better. I could be trying to be what I want. I could be trying to get it together. Why would I lie about someone I'm not? I would just tear my soul apart. All of my plans, it goes apart. Not gonna try it, cannot be topped. Not gonna cry, it ain't worth the cost. You think I'm mad, I'm honestly not. Take what you want and tear it apart. But if I'm gonna be left without anything, least you could do is spare me the cost.
What's going on here?
So I was young, dumb and stupid with no love. I didn't care about anybody, torn apart. That's why I never got a chance to get along. That's why I never got a chance to get along. Cause I was young, dumb and stupid with no love. I didn't care about anybody, torn apart. That's why I never got a chance to get along. That's why I never got a chance to get along.
I guess that's it. Just a minute long fade out of the whole minute fucking long fade out. Those empty pockets, man, you got to do something with that space at about a minute 40 seconds in. That, and then at the end there, it's just it makes people question what's going on with the song. The vocals are too loud and they're also very harsh on the ears, so I would EQ down the mid high to highs a bit. You know, the song itself isn't bad. I think structurally you have everything in place. I think kind of just reining in your vocal control so that it feels less shaky. Some parts feel a little bit wavery, but also adding in some extra layers and harmonies would also do you some justice. Because if you're going to sing or croon, you know, you got to trick the listener into thinking that you can sing. You may not have a, you know, solid singing voice, but you can definitely hit a melody. So add in some layers to, and like add in some reverb and some body and pan things to kind of give it that full effect. So I don't hate it. I give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 6.5. I liked your vocal tone in the higher parts of this where you were singing your higher octave, your higher key. I think it sounds better than your lower key of singing. I think that possibly just the way that you deliver, it sounds like you have better vocal control and you can hold your key better, hold that pitch, that tone. So I would definitely maybe, like Dice is saying, play around with some more layers, maybe bring some more high layers out front, but definitely add to the whole depth and width of this, you know, track in that way, because you do have a good tone and you do have it does sound like you have a good range as well. That was my main part on this, is it seems very well put together. Definitely just work on kind of making it more rounded out. I like where this is going, and I like your higher key and your higher vocals better than your lower. So maybe see how you can round those out and kind of bring them together, because they might even each other out too.
Word.
Word.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't know. All right. But shout out to you. Looking forward to hearing more stuff from you, Chronoflow. I'm not sure if I've heard something from you before. The name doesn't sound familiar, but regardless, let us hear some more stuff. Next up on the subscriber list is Dog Tags himself.
Yeah, that reminded me of Rogue. I just saw his chat. I can dig this. I'm like, yeah, it reminded me a little bit of Rogue style singing.
Yep, I got version 5 Dog Tags. I like to now refer to Dog Tags as the 6th man, because he is off the bench every show, giving people ratings same manner as we are. So if you disagree with us, just look at Dog Tags. He'll give you a rating too. All right, this one is called Grimy version 5. Not sure what happened with versions 1, 2, and 3, but I'm skipping 4 per his request. And let's take a listen.
The police department just announced the details of a major drug bust.
Il mio nemico
Okay. Version 6 will have an outro. Okay. Um. I like this. I like when you introduced the vocal sample part because it broke things up a little bit towards the end of this, and I know it's not finished. It did start to get a little bit monotonous, but from a baseline starting point, I like this. I think that there's a lot that you can do to add some variety to it. So I could see you, finishing this out and making some tweaks and adjustments that will make this definitely match whatever artist, if an artist gets on top of it. But even as a standalone listen, it could work as some background music for, a film or project and whatnot. So I like this. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Yeah, definitely some more vocal chops.
Yeah, I like this too. I thought that it was really cool. And at the beginning, I feel like where the vocals came in, I wasn't sure if that's where like the verse would start or if that was like a pre-verse, because depending on the artist, I don't know, like if I were to be on this, I would have started right where those did. So maybe definitely placement, but I don't know what language that was either. I was trying to figure it out. But I really liked the vocal on it. I would like the vocal more in different places too, especially to kind of keep the structure rounded out, because it kind of just like disappeared after the beginning. And anything that you bring in, I feel like obviously an intro needs an outro. You said you were going to add an outro too, because I looked up, I was like, wait, this is getting a little bit of the same. So I definitely want to hear this when this is finished. I love the layers they used in this and the different instruments. I think they complement each other really well. The percussion's a nice little complement with the dun-dun-dun-dun-duns, because it's not so much. So it's not an overwhelming, like dark, mysterious, grimy beat. It was a nice little balance. I'm gonna give this a 7.5. I like this. This is a beat that I would do a sad girl music to.
You don't like dark, mysterious people?
What?
You said you don't like
that.
What did you say?
Not that.
All right. All right. Shout out Dog Tags. Some more producers. X-Raider, are you telling us that you have ADHD without telling us that you have ADHD? You said you have a short attention span. You've mentioned earlier that you couldn't sit through all these tracks. I feel like you're trying to get a diagnosis here without, Okay, you fully do. All right, gotcha.
All I think of is that picture Rogue post that. Yes.
Yep. All right, next up, we got another producer. This is Noir. This is a JID Mick Jenkins type beat called Bouncer. Damn producers. that was Bouncer by Noir. Welcome back.
I enjoyed that. Oh, I was here. Sorry, just doing things off camera, and I had to throw a log on the fire.
Like a literal log?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cold outside.
I'm rolling with the punches. I understand. It's
Yeah.
cold.
I know. I'm just trying to, I don't want to fucking cranky it.
You don't want frostbite.
Yeah, I might as well have a nice fire. It's probably why you hear stuff. If you hear anything. If you hear any snap, crackles, or pops. No, literally a log on the fire. I'll take a picture, post it in Discord. But I like this overall. It had I liked the nice little, like, I think that it was a flute. It sounded like a flute with a little vibrato on it, like added to it. I liked that little effect on it. I like the different layers that you had. You had a nice variation in different instruments. Your percussion choice too. I liked it. And then the lasers coming in randomly, and they had good delay and stuff on them. The volume seemed to be cohesive and it had a good structure. It seemed like it got loopy at some points, but not really that bad, because every time that I thought it got loopy, you would change something even a little bit. Definitely, I think I liked the outro too, how it kind of muted out. It did felt like it kind of dragged on a little bit towards the end. So maybe look at changing that up a little bit. But overall, I give this a 7.5. I thought this is a nice little dig.
I liked it. I liked that there was variety sprinkled throughout. I think my only gripe from a producer artist perspective is some of the sounds. I saw Dog Tags mention about the snare. Yeah, I wish the snare was a little bit different. Maybe different drums on it as well. But I do like that he took the time to arrange it out fully from start to finish. Yeah. I mean, not necessarily my cup of tea, but I will say that this was a solid beat. So I'll give it a 7.
Woo.
All right. Got a woo.
Yeah.
That's all I can ask for. All right. Next.
Good job.
The next subscriber in the list is Cyclone. New song, recently recorded. Let us know what you think and if you need to change anything. Cyclone, are you singing in this? Jesus Christ. All right. This one is called Monster Master. What?
Shoot, what was it? D-Boy?
D-Boy Slim?
Oh no, that was the beat. Who was after D-Boy Slim? That singer that I said sounded like Rogue. Which one was that? The Chronos? We could probably give some pointers on singing. They have kind of the same tone.
I think anybody can give Cyclone pointers on singing. Cyclone needs to stop singing. All right.
Just play.
Here's Cyclone. This is called Monster.
I'm really trying here.
Monster, walk in the room, but it's just me and you. Monster.
All right, see, this is what I'm talking about, Cyclone. You're not even trying to sing there. You're just literally talking. Like, if you're going to sing, like, use your lungs. Use some of that air capacity in your lungs to actually belt out the vocals. But good Lord, man, come on.
Monster, walk in the room, look into the mirror and see where you come through. Sometimes I just can't get my story on the right side. All I see is everyone pushing me to the wrong side. All the monsters gonna come from me on the wrong time, bashing me down, pushing me down, don't wanna go away. All I see is the stories go and end. All I see is everyone come and go, going away. They still wanna call me a friend. Nah, that's in the past, gonna leave that and shut it away. Monster, 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 monster. Just wanna leave in the past and never come back. Monster, monster, hiding in my room, looking where it went, look up and see it there. Monster, monster, walk in the room, but it's just me and you. Monster, monster.
This is what you recorded in the studio?
Look into the mirror and see where you come through. Every day walk into the darkness and see it clear. Looking at the monster inside of me and see it here. Fighting myself every day, just can't let it go. All the monsters surrounding my soul. Just gotta take a step back and let it all out, or just gonna lose myself and blow it all out. Just gonna let it consume me every day. Just gonna lose my sanity and break away. Nah, I can't do that now. Just gotta focus on myself and show it all out. Monster, walk in the room where it's just me and you. Monster, walk in the room. Look into the mirror and see where you come through.
The hell? Why did they wait till the very end to add some effects on there? So I think that you got it. You felt a little bit more comfortable as the song progressed, but there's still issues with, just cramming in words for the sake of saying the words and not necessarily writing to the metronome. I think you need to either learn how to be creative on the fly and change up your dictation, your enunciation, how you're saying words and sentences, or you need to rewrite it so that these things actually hit the timing of the melodies. And also in those melodies that you're trying to hit, I don't know, maybe hum things out a little bit first before you just go in there raw and start trying to sing without knowing which keys that you're trying to hit. I think that's what gets you off key a lot of the times, is you're just winging it, you're freestyling it. Not that you freestyled this necessarily, but you're just kind of winging it on the fly without knowing the melodies that you're trying to hit. Where am I at on this?
Where do you sit on this review, Dice?
I'm gonna rate this one in comparison to his other tracks recently. I'll give it a 4.5. I feel like he's making a smidgen of progress, but it's just still the wordage. You keep cramming in the words and you keep trying to hit melodies that you can't hit.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely the syllable structure, the structure of it. I actually did like this monster as a hook. I definitely think that the melody, if you could hit the melody correctly, this would be really good. It's simple, but it's probably one of the ones that I liked better of yours too, Cyclone. Like he was saying, like the melodies, they are okay. Like you're coming up with these melodies and such, which is, it's good. I think that you're really, really close. Maybe it's because you were in the studio. You need layers. You need layers so bad. Definitely. But we always say that. And I don't know if you go back and end up adding layers or go back to them, because I know that you just bust out songs too. So I don't know how much more you put in this. But if this is one that you went into the studio with, I would definitely take the time back to go do layers. Try to redo some of your melodies. To have them a little bit more cohesive and where they flow better together, because of the structure of your lyrics too, it makes it a little bit harder. But this is something that we've discussed. But your delivery was better on this one, in certain spots with your energy. And compared to it, you just need more emotion and emphasis on some of those words, like. Like I said, like you need a belt, like you need that vocal. You need to push out.
Sing with your eyes closed, damn it.
Yeah, that's something that when I first came here, that's something they yelled at me for, was singing sitting down and with my eyes open. So definitely remember, remember your lyrics, so then you can't sing with your eyes closed. Because like I sound way better when I sing with my eyes closed. Like I just forget about it and I just fucking sing. But yeah, definitely go back and do layers and such in this. I am at a 5 for this one, Cyclone. Yeah, studio time is expensive.
Yeah. That's why I built my own studio.
I mean, even you have at least you have the base layer of it too. Like if you have all the stuff, maybe you can try to record and have somebody see if they could, mix some more layers or something. I don't know, you might be able to actually just record and see if someone can help.
this is another one of those instances where if you can't hit a melody, sometimes having layers helps. You know,
It does. When I'm
Some-
just like one layer, like even like sometimes it's ass. I'm like, oh, I need layers. Like I need to pad that shit.
yeah, layers and reverb can be your friend if you cannot hit a note. Sometimes, not
Or your
all.
enemy and make you fall down the well. So be careful with reverb.
That too. All right.
But on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chrono, is, you know, Cyclone, before you go back to the studio, that's why I say, you know, practice is going to help you a lot as far as not going there. I mean, there's always going to be that nervousness when anybody has it the first time you go in a studio and there's people watching and you got to do what you normally do in the closet in your parents' basement in front of some guy who's been mixing 8 other people all day and he's like, who's this loser? He probably doesn't say that, but I'm just saying everybody has those first butterflies the first time you go to the studio. But the more comfortable you are with your music and what you're going to do, the less ramp up time that you're going to take when you actually go to the studio. Also, it's going to save your wallet some money so that you don't go there and feel like you're just like, I don't know, singing in the shower and you end up with a very nice polished shower track.
Oh, what's up, Vulgar? Happy birthday to Vulgar's kiddo.
Happy birthday, mother kiddo. All right.
My
Next
nephew.
up, All Savant with another minute long. God damn it. I'm not even gonna introduce this shit. All Savant, you're just up next.
Who likes violence? Who likes pain? Who likes staying afraid? Can God help me now? 'Cause I'm too proud. Cannot help me now. So will you please let me go without a sound? But am I your God? Can you help me now? Yeah. Can you help me now? We had it. We had it. We had it. Had it all. Won't finish it. Won't finish it. Won't finish it. Club, she with me now, she be lost up.
I hate you so much. I hate you like as many times as I can hate you.
He's doing it on purpose. He said last time, right?
I don't know what he's doing anymore. I give up.
I think he said he was doing it on purpose. I should have written it down. That's how I remember things.
God damn it. I was on the fence when it started. I started to like it as it picked up and then it ended. For that reason, I will give you
You're out.
5 minus 1 for cutting it off in the middle of a verse. So I'll give you a 4.
You're giving him lower than Cyclone?
Yes, I'm giving him lower than Cyclone because he cut it off in the middle of the track. And
You're
it's
just
not
sick
even-
of his shit.
I'm sick of
You're
it.
just sick of it.
I'm fed up. If I'm just rating his voice, then yeah, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. If I'm rating the product that I have in front of me, 4 out of 10. I'm sick of his shit. Fed up.
All right. I mean, I'm not gonna give you like a 4. That's crazy. Your vocals alone get a 6 at least. But yeah, stop giving us half shit. It's annoying because it gets interesting and then you just like leave us just high and dry. I don't want to be high and dry. I want to be high and not dry though. So
All Savant should change his
give you-
stage name to Blue Balls.
Yeah. Or I don't know what the clam jam. Clam jam.
Jam Jam?
I don't know what is it for girls.
Slightly moist.
Slightly more dried
Damp.
up.
Damp.
The damp and dry. Okay, I'm sorry. A little wet. All right. Anyways, but yeah, your vocals obviously are beautiful. And it was cool because it changed and it was different. And I feel like you have a real cool, different type, like eclectic, very what's the word, abstract type style as an artist. And I really want to hear a full, like everything full, because that'd be great. So I'm gonna give this a 7 because I can't hear the rest of it.
Damn it. Well, he says the next one will be full, so I'm gonna hold you to
I
that.
thought that he said the last time.
No,
I swear.
He yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing a full track from you. I'm not at the point where I would give you a 7, but I will look forward to giving you a 7 when I hear something worthy of that 7. We'll see. But shout out to Osavant, great singer. I will give him his credit. Great singer. It seems like he has great ideas. We just never get to hear what those ideas actually are. All right.
Is that your name? Are you on Spotify, Osvan? I'm gonna find you. I gotta start searching up these people that are giving us like little like Easter egg droppings.
I think I looked for his stuff before and I couldn't find anything, and then I just threw like a controller at the wall or something in a fit of rage. All right, next up, Torpedo, back with something different. This is more of a pop song. Oh yeah, Osavant. I like the poppy song. Poopy song, no, don't like. I like the poppy song towards the end. Torpedo has more of a pop song. Friend is on the hook. Another friend is on verse 2. He's on verse 1. And you mixed it. Still not confident at the mixing. Just curious if the song is somewhat palatable. All right, busting out the Ray Stans words here. Oh wait, got some more details here. Sorry, there is a whole minute of silence at the end from 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay, thank you for the heads up about that. I will not talk noise about it. You're gonna make a song with Vulgar Banshee?
I told them.
What kind of song will it make?
It'll probably end up being like rock. Maybe Linkin Park style. A female Linkin Park style. What would that be equivalent to?
I don't know, Avril Lavigne?
A female Linkin Park?
I don't know. Don't ask me questions about things that I know smidgen about. All right, here's Torpedo while y'all figure out what kind of song you're gonna make. Would you kiss a girl after she gave you head?
I normally kiss a guy after I give them head.
There you go,
I'm
fellas.
not fucking snowballing with them.
Go, fellas. Get you a nice little freaky chick.
Is that weird?
I don't know.
I'm just not gonna not kiss somebody after giving somebody head. Weird.
Who's going first here?
You can go first.
All right, Torpedo. Your friend, you rapped better than him. I would have just tucked your friend's verse off and left it at your verse. The hook, the singer on the hook is pretty. It's okay. The mix is what's killing that for me. There's too much going on with the reverb. I would just suggest like filling it out with better layers, different harmonies, and not make it sound like an echo chamber. The effects that you had on your verse were unpleasant. They didn't really add any value to your actual verse. And I would say that I would rather hear your verse without some of the strange phasing than at all. What else? What else can I say? I mean, overall, the mix wasn't horrible, but just some of the experimental things kind of detracted from it. And then as far as your delivery on the verse, I don't know. It's hard to explain this to people. Like, it feels like you guys are, not you guys, some of you people, are are more concerned
So
with
directional.
what do you mean? I'm talking
Just
into
some people.
you people. I'm talking into the vacuum of space. You people are more focused on enunciating every word than speaking in like a natural tone and a natural language. And what I say that is like when you connect from line to line, you're more focused with like properly enunciating every word in the first line than transitioning to the second line. So I'm trying to think of a good example. I don't know a good example.
Like how Ray naturally talks.
Well, Ray's a robot, so that's not probably the best example. But it's like if you said something 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 clearly, something 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 dearly, you're more focused on saying something 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 clearly rather than extending it out into like clearly and then trailing into the next word of the next line. So I would say be mindful of that. Like your verse wasn't performed badly, but I could definitely see it improved if you had more swag in your delivery. But yeah, your friend was just kind of falling behind on the delivery, and his delivery was a lot more basic than yours. So yeah, I would give this, man, I'll give it a 4 out of 10, but I think it has potential to be a 6 out of 10 if the mix was improved and y'all do something different with the second verse. Venus BBX. Sorry, we listen to music that's submitted by people in our Discord community to just give them like feedback on direction they're taking or let them know they're on the right track. Also, if they just need a second ear or they just want to promote new material that they're working on, we don't just listen to random, things that we can just find on the internet ourselves.
Yeah. It depends on like what's submitted. Like sometimes there's, people that'll submit for other people like for feedback, but it's generally, to help the community, do better or get some other opinions so they can see outside of their own box.
Leonard, I'll count how many songs before we get to yours while Nikki gives her feedback.
Yeah. So for me, I liked the beat a lot in the song. I feel like the mix on the vocals was my biggest issue with this. Dice, what was your rating on this? A
Quattro.
4? Quattro. So for me, I felt like there was like either a lot of reverb or delay on it instead of like, going back and adding like, layers or re-recording, like there was like something in the actual recording process, that was an issue. So it sounds like it was like covered up with effects or reverb or delay. I used to do that when I first started doing music because I used really crappy mics, so I did reverb to everything because I thought it made it sound better. But so that's kind of just it kind of took me back to flashbacks of that. So I don't know what's going on with your recording stuff. It looks like you're chatting up with everybody and figuring it out, which definitely makes a little bit more sense reading some of the stuff. But definitely want to clean up the verses because I did like this beat and everything overall. I understand what he's saying about like enunciating, not enunciating too. Definitely would make it feel like it was more laid back and flowed better if you were to like relax more too. So definitely try to maybe go back and re-record those. I definitely would if this was my song personally. I'm going to give this for where it's at a 5.
What does that mean? Time to go to work. Cat with shades on. Is she calling somebody a pussy?
I don't know. Maybe just saying time to go to work. I don't know.
What's with the cat? What's with the cat emoji though? What does that mean?
Time to go to work. That's what that means.
That's what that means? Okay. I thought it was, I don't know. Smoking can be a little bit aggressive sometimes. So I was just trying
time to get to work.
Trying to make sure she's not attacking somebody in the chat. Have to, put her in timeout for a second.
I'll put her in timeout. It's my sister.
I'll put whoever. See, look. See, I told you. Yelling at vulgar.
Nuh-uh.
I called it. Spot on.
Oh, where's your song? I listen. I didn't go up far enough in chat.
Whose song? What song? What are you talking about?
That's up in chat. It says,
Jesus
"At
Christ.
Vulgar, where's your song?"
Yeah, where's your song,
Said,
Vulgar?
in the toilet, where it belongs, and then said that rhymed. This is how my brain reads this, and then turds. And then Vulgar. Time to get to work.
All right. I am going to pull up the
That's
next
my
track.
interpretation of my siblings' conversation.
Thank you for your table read, Nikki. I appreciate it.
The Joe GM reading.
Next up in the feedback queue is Hayden. Shout out to Hayden over on YouTube, our so far inaugural member on YouTube. What did you type here? This is a beat from your Work in Progress album, Dead by Dawn. Album is more of dark sound, fully self-produced, set after My Dear Sparrow. What is My Dear Sparrow? Please educate me.
I just thought of My Dear Lady or My Fair Lady.
The album is about their character being stuck in purgatory, first forced to look on his past until he accepts it and can finally move on. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we're doing Krim, we're doing subs first. So we have 2 more subs, and then we'll go back to the regular list. Kronos, I will say, so typically we just listen to one song per person tonight. I saw you posted another one. So what we can do is either punt that one to the next show. If you really do want to listen to it, if we do have time towards the end, we'll play it at the end. Or if you really want to just skip the line, you can tip or gift the sub. Up to you. But just letting you know in case you see us skip over that second one that you posted. All right. Here is Hayden X. This is called A Fairy Tale Kiss from their production album they're working on. X-Raider, are you a sub? You thought you were a what? Jesus Christ, man. You need to calm that ADHD down. This is fat. Yeah, this was the one with all the concepts, Raider. Hayden says structure them by adding or taking away elements in the hook and then being minimal for the verse. You know what's bothering me is the main melody, the loop sound that you have. Something feels flat about it. I I kind of agree with
Yeah,
Dog Tag.
it's a low tuba is out of key. It sounds like.
Yeah, I mean it
Oh,
sounds like
tuba.
sounds like the edge of a fart when the gas is coming out and then the butt cheeks start clapping together. It just sounds too fat.
Clappers.
Yeah, the cheeks are clapping a little bit too much. Um, gosh darn it, I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I think it has a lot of potential. Um, Probably with a little bit more. Man, I don't want to say more kick because the kick was okay.
Less
I
less
think,
bass, man.
yeah, I think it's just that flat that fat fart sound that
Flat, fat, fart, bass.
it's just too puttered at the end of it, and either fade that sound out a little bit sooner. We use a lot of analogies here.
I see what
Um,
you're saying. Yeah, where it's
hold
just a
on,
little bit too stretched out.
yeah, let me hold on. Let me listen to that.
Like they sliced it,
Like right there,
they sliced it and duplicated the middle of it and stretched out the end of it.
the keys are hanging on too long to the fact that it goes off key. Like if the keys were shortened up a little bit, it wouldn't be so bad. But the way that you have it extended out so long, it goes off key. And I think that's what's throwing me off and what makes me frown more than smile. Um, yeah, I think that's the main thing that's bothering me about this is the notes are extended way too long, longer than they need to be, and I think it's killing the rhythm of everything else. Not necessarily timing wise, but sonically, it's killing the overall sound. So I'll give it a 5 because I don't know. I can see this being great, but I can also see it just sounding flat and fat and full of farts.
What analogy a lot. It's farts. A lot of things sound like farts. No, my notes were basically the same as Dice's. That very, very low tuba. It really sounds like a tuba. It doesn't sound like a bass drum unless you like flattened and crushed it. It sounds like it's just the low one, like the brown noise one. Sounds like it just drops out of key, and it might be because it's being extended out a little bit. So yeah, maybe just make them more staccato. Just make that more of a staccato. Like I mean, you want to have a little bit in it because of how the beat flows, but just not too much. Like just make sure that you're fading it out. I definitely agree with Dice there. That was the main thing that I wrote down. I'm a little handy dandy notebook. But I liked it overall. I didn't dislike it. I definitely want a little bit more variation. I feel like the intro had a nice little build up. And then I liked the little drop and then how it went back in. I really liked the structure of that. And I know you said you structure your songs weird, but like I normally structure my writing weird. I don't write normal structure songs, so maybe that's why I liked it. But I didn't think that it felt like that weird. My main thing was just, you had a lot of stuff that sounded like it was distorted on the low end. So just kind of get that low end figured out. Get your low end in check. But yeah, for the main melody, just make it shorter and less off key. Yeah, a little bit. The off key was throwing me off. It was kind of bringing me out of it. Am I freezing?
Sometimes.
Oh no. I'm sorry. Well, I definitely maybe try to get it off key a little bit. I think shortening that low end would help out with that instead of dragging it out so much. But yeah, I don't think it sounds like you have 2 layers of that in there. Like I don't know if you could play the part where it's at, but it's like, it's one layer and then it drops the key, to the really, really low one, the really deep one.
Yeah, it's right at the end of the loop. Right here. Goes off.
It's just a little bit off.
No, it's not a little bit. It's
It
off.
sounds a little flat.
It's not a little bit. It's off.
I liked it overall, though. Just that kind of threw me out of it a little bit, and just a little bit more variation. I liked how you did the drop and stuff in the beginning, though. I think that beginning part, how you did that, was one of my favorite spots. So I would give this a 6.5.
6.5.
Mm-hmm. Don't question me. I said what I said.
I wasn't
Only I
questioning.
question you.
I was just computing in relation to everything else that's going on. All right. But yeah, Hayden, I don't think you're far away. I think it's just that tone is what's throwing me off.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right. Shout out to Chrono and X-Raider for the gifted subs. You two are the next two in line to be the next contestants on WCR is right. Nikki has turned off her camera. One of these days, I will get
I'm
a
trying to
co-host.
log on. I can leave my camera on while I run out. Everybody's gonna look at my butt. So
It's okay. I was just gonna say one of these days I'll get a co-host with a stable internet connection that doesn't freeze on us.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm hardlined in. Oh
Well,
wait. No, I am.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you know how to tell?
I see it, the computer with the line.
Okay. Just making sure.
Get them wearing shorts, so I'll be right back. I'll leave it off mute.
All right, fine. All right, next up is Chrono Flow Can't Lie featuring Devin Jacobs. After Chrono Flow is X-Raider with Hybrid Final. After that, that will be the end of all the subs, and then we'll jump back to the top and do the regular folks who just like to hang out because our voices are so beautiful. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody good? Y'all ready to buckle in and get serious here? Been goofing off a little bit. We need to tighten up the show. I believe Nikki just knocked something over that she shouldn't have. She's now cussing in the background. Who is at the top of the regular? Well, I can answer that question. Oh shit, scrolling pretty fast. It's the very first post by Zay, Xay, Zayazo. I think I pronounced that right. Are you good down there?
I'm good. I broke stuff.
I heard.
I should have muted it.
No, I needed the entertainment in the background as I was talking to
The handle broke from the log grabber thing while I was grabbing a log on fire. Yeah.
the handle
good.
broke.
Yeah.
What handle?
Unlike the log grabber thing, the clamps.
There's
I don't know what they're called.
Clamps.
Yeah, the big
Why didn't
clamps.
you just pick it up with your hands and throw it in there?
Because it's on fire.
Well, I mean, you don't just leave your hands in the fire. You just toss the log in and then quickly.
No, it
remove
was a log that I was moving to put another log on, and so the log that was on fire I was holding that was already in the fire.
Gotcha. So nothing's on fire other than the fireplace, right? Good.
Right.
All right, let's move on then. Next up, Chrono Flow Can't Lie featuring Devin something. Forgot. All right, Devin Jacobs. Boom. Here we go.
Boom, there we go. It's not playing for me.
My bad. Technical issue.
Yeah, I gotta take advantage and I gotta take it now. Surely my song will age well and I'm gonna show you how. How I'll be taking a topic and flipping the context for personal projects. How I'll be taking a vibe to make it alive, I can't even lie.
They both switching sides, I'm up in the ride, I'm going right by. You know I'ma dive, I hit him in his head and now he died. You know I don't lie, they don't say nonsense, and you know that I'm right. It's something that I gotta process when I'm taking flight. I gotta hit him with the havoc, I'ma hit him till it's tragic, you know that I'm done. It's kinda funny, he talking all dummy on Insta, but now y'all scared and run. I'm going crazy, ooh, we going crazy, ooh, I'm going crazy, ooh, we going crazy, yeah.
Taking it back to basic, I mean one at a time. All you bitches say shit, then you go 0 for 5. I'm not a coward when they sit, walking the pavement line. I should've skipped the system, no need for parking fines. You know I'm drinking heavy, but I'ma keep to my grind. Even if I feel anxious, I'm gonna stay in line. Worst I can do is trip out, other than that we fine. You know I'm keeping it big now, trust me the pleasure's mine. I gotta take advantage and I gotta take it now. Surely my song will age well and I'm gonna show you how. How I'll be taking a topic and flipping the context for personal projects. How I'll be taking a vibe to make it alive, I can't even lie. I gotta take advantage and I gotta take it now. Surely my song will age well and I'm gonna show you how. How I'll be taking a topic and flipping the context for personal projects. How I'll be taking a vibe to make it alive, I can't even lie.
What the fuck is that? Is that just me hearing these random dung dung dungs in the back of the beat?
Dun, 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 those.
No, let's hold on.
Flipping the context for personal projects. How I'll be taking a vibe to make it alive, I can't even lie.
That shit right there, that dung dung dung. What the fuck is that? Why is that in the beat?
The xylophone thing.
Whoever the producer is a moron. Dung dung dung. I heard it 3 times in this beat, just randomly dung dung dung. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I thought I had something else playing in the background. Turned out it was just ass production. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent. Sorry. Did you want to go first, Nikki?
No, tangent away. I'll co-sign up later.
I agree with some folks in the chat. I thought this was better than the other song that we listened to earlier. I disagree that Devin Jacobs went off on this one. I think you did a better job than he did. I would have rather heard 2 of your verses than 1 of his and 1 of yours. I'm okay with this. I think there could definitely be some more layers just to give it body, but you know, just as a work in progress, I don't think it's bad. I think you know, just touching up with some mixing will go a long way. I hate the boom 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 though. Fuck. I was gonna take off points for that, but that's not your problem. I'll give it a 6. Yeah, 6. I'm gonna stay with a 6. 6 out of 10.
Okay. I thought that your delivery and stuff was good. The presence was good. The flow was good. I feel like I liked the change up in the flow at about 40 seconds in. It was fun. Definitely need layers. Both of you guys need layers. You guys, it's so blatant that, and it's so just with one layer makes it so blatant that if there's any variation in the vocal, any error at all, it just makes it so much more noticeable. So I definitely would go back and put layers on this. Yeah, I didn't hate it completely. Definitely the different sounds in the beat sometimes, you know, threw me. Sometimes it was subtle enough that it was fine. But yeah, some of the different sounds in the beat kind of threw me off. But I understand if you're not the producer. But yeah, I didn't mind this completely. I thought that the auto-tune in some parts were off. It seemed a little bit off or just too much. So it was overpowering where it sounded overmodulated. So maybe go back and check on that. And if you do layers, you might not need as much tune. But you do have a good vocal. So I don't think that you should need to tune it where it would be noticeable. I think that everybody needs tune. because raw vocals are all ass. Like they are.
You must not have never heard Michael Jackson's raw vocals.
Oh, sorry. Most raw vocals are ass.
There you go.
But yeah, I definitely if you add layers, then you can use the appropriate one tune where it won't overmodulate. You know, where it works with your vocals and any vocals rather than against it. You don't want to fight it. So definitely think about that. I liked this overall. I'm going to give this a 6.8.
ChronoFlow, they're asking you what recording software do you use to create your music? That is what.
Yeah, like you use Ableton, FL Studio,
Pro Tools,
Reason, Audition,
Windows Audio Recorder.
Yeah, BandLab.
Thank you, Tribe, for defining what a DAW is. I appreciate the breadth of knowledge that you all contain and possess this evening. The force is strong with you all in the audience today. BandLab on the web. There you go. That's what a DAW is. Digital audio workstation.
What? I used BandLab when I first started. And then I downloaded a free trial of Ableton, which they do have free trial of Ableton Live Suite 12 out now. But definitely look at what effects you're using on it and use layers instead. Pan one layer left, pan one layer right. One main. Adjust volumes accordingly. Watch what preset FX you use on BandLab. A lot of them, like if you use like the Scotty Punch stuff like that, can really fuck up your vocals. So just be careful with those different ones. Or the Punchy Tone and the Scotty Tone, I feel like kind of mess up vocals a lot. I help a couple different people on BandLab help adjust some of their stuff that like record on their phone. So definitely know that those FX can mess stuff up. So just double check all the things because you can change things inside of the presets too.
I help nobody on BandLab.
Well, there's classes you can take in BandLab. There's tons of them. But I used to use BandLab because I didn't know how to use anything else. And I recorded on my phone and tablet.
All right, Nikki's going on mute. That means we're moving on to the next.
Yeah.
This is X-Raider. This is called Hybrid. Want some feedback, overall mixed lyrics. If you've been chit-chatting in the chat with X-Raider, be sure to give him harsh remarks so that he regrets all the mean things that he said to you all before.
My laptop is on a mattress, cause I'm about to make sweet love to this beat. Nah, I'ma fuck it raw. Her OnlyFans is hectic, breaking records with the streams. Cause her body is electric, but she's smoking gasoline. So impressive like a Tesla, stay the best up on the scene. Cause her body is electric, but she's smoking gasoline. Shout out one time to the hybrid, all on my mind like a pilot. Fly my thoughts, you got me lost. You the boss and I'm filing. Paper trails, you holy grail. Keep my eyes wide dilated. You the drug that keeps me numb and makes those highs the highest. Still so biased, but I'm not lying. You will never try it. Death defying. In the streets are quiet, but in the sheets are riot. Ain't supplying, so we riding. Destiny to be your only man. You so hot, you got a seat. She said me, OnlyFans. OnlyFans is hectic, breaking records with the streams. Cause her body is electric, but she's smoking gasoline. So impressive like a Tesla, stay the best up on the scene. Cause her body is electric, but she's smoking gasoline. Smoking gasoline, she don't pass it to the team. So electric, you inject it while she cashes in on fiends. There's just no way to guilt to keep it filtered like a spleen. Cause that body is electric, but she's smoking gasoline. My initials is DTF. Give your missus ZD breath. Make that body an instrumental. Hit it till no beat is left. Royal penis, keep it fresh. She eat my meat, that sheet success. Been a geek till greeted says. If she a freak, it's me, it's next, it's X. And now you best be keeping with the plot. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I keep beating up the twat. You can't beat me, so you're not. I'ma show her while I grow though. Then hit the box on every angle, DVD logo. Fans is hectic, breaking records with the streams. Cause her body is electric, but she's smoking gasoline. So impressive like a Tesla, stay the best up on the scene. Cause her body is electric, but she's smoking gasoline. Smoking gasoline, she don't pass it to the team. So electric, you inject it while she cashes in on fiends. There's just no way to guilt to keep it filled melted like a spleen. Cause that body is electric, but she's smoking gasoline.
Smoking gasoline. Smoking that gasoline. I like the lyrics. Some of them. I understand the title now. At first I thought hybrid meant like a vampire werewolf, but definitely meant other things. And I liked your tone and your flow with this. Overall, your delivery was good. I just like Torpedo said, you had the actual doubles on it, which added the depth to it. But I actually didn't mind your tone overall on this. I thought that during your flow, there was certain, hit points, and you made sure to hit on those. Maybe a little bit more, emphasis in some spots, but you improved a lot on that. I don't think that I have a lot of bitches with your flow. I think that this was nice. I feel like the beat was a little bit boring. And maybe, your vocal was a little bit too, I can't tell what was on top of what, because the beat was so boring. I think that's why it felt set back. But I felt your vocal was a little bit more prominent on it. So maybe look at, getting them mixed together totally. But I enjoyed your cadence and everything on this. I didn't mind this. I thought that it was good. You had good tone, good emphasis on parts, energy, your delivery. I think that everything was a lot better. You actually had some layers on it, unless you just doubled them up. But I think that unless you just, duplicated them, but it sounded like they were different. But yeah, it was a very provocative lyrics, but I like this. I'm going to give this a 7.8. I didn't mind it.
Did you say it wasn't very provocative lyrics?
I said it was provocative.
Oh, okay.
But
just making sure I my ears are working.
I think that you could do things to make, for this, I think there's things you could do to make it a little bit more entertaining, because I felt like it was more just basic. But I liked it. I think a better mix could really just make this a lot better.
Okay. Dog Tags is a very, very funny individual. It's very funny 17-year-old, and I enjoy his banter in the chat. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Also, it's very interesting reading like the chat and everybody saying this sounds like Ray Stans, and I just wanted to point out to you all, we make legends out of people. We make other people refer to you as, this sounds like so and so. Nobody knew who the hell Ray Stans was a year ago.
How come no one sounds like me?
Well, we don't get a lot of singers. We don't have a lot of female singers. But yeah, I mean, X-Rated, you stick around. Dog Tags, you stick around. Shit, maybe in 6 months people will be like, oh, that beat sounds like a Dog Tags beat, or that guy sounds like X-Rated. It's interesting to me. Sounds
yeah,
like
I thought there was parts he sounded like DJB and parts he sounded like Ray. I was like, okay.
Nobody sounds as horrible as DJB.
He's not bad. He's very bouncy. I like the bouncy flows. Yeah, I like Ray's flow too.
Okay. All right. Whatever. We're talking about X-Rated here.
I write stuff like Ray writes, so.
Not regular ass Ray Stans. X-Rated, first and
regular
foremost.
Regular ass Ray. What a shitty.
You can't mute yourself before you finish your sentence, Nikki. God damn it.
His name, that's such a shitty nickname.
I'm gonna
regular ass Ray.
I'm gonna change his Discord name after the show to regular ass Ray. And he won't have any idea why. X-Rated, as far as your mixing, slap a de-esser on that, because your sibilance is all over the place. Just across the whole damn track. You need a de-esser. I thought the song was pretty decent. I might actually, take one of your lines and say that my initials too are DTF, and see how adventurous I get in the world of life with associating to other human beings. Never know. Song is a little bit goofy, but at the same time, it's consistent. It's on brand. It's you didn't stray from the path, and I think a lot of people who typically share songs here struggle with that. They just make a random verse and then they just talk about whatever, but you went into this with a theme, and you stuck to that theme, and kudos to you. I didn't mind the beat as much as Dog Tags is adamant that it was ass. I thought the beat was all right, and I think part of that is that as an artist, what are you doing?
My cat.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's like, do you need a moment?
I didn't realize you couldn't see her head. She's right here. Literally
Oh,
right
okay.
here. I'm petting her.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, I would say as an artist, you brought out the best of whatever that beat could offer. Whether that beat was the best beat in the world or was just a regular beat, you did what you did to bring out the best in it, and I will give you props for that. I'm not gonna hate. I mean, I think this is probably one of the better things that we've heard tonight, so I'll give it like a 7.2. I'm not gonna polish your knob or anything, but I'll give you credit.
I ain't gonna polish your knob.
Yeah, not that type of show.
I ain't got
All
no
right.
time for no.
That was all of the subscribers. So now we are on to regular submissions. So, thank you for all of our adoring fans who have subscribed, but we now must pay attention to the regular people who are a rung below on the ladder of importance.
This is why I mute.
I'm just wondering what your cat is doing. Why is your cat showing? Her butt?
I don't want her to show her butthole on screen.
There's nothing wrong with a little cat butt. I didn't do Buddy. Who's Buddy?
I don't
Who's
know what
Buddy?
she's doing either.
Who's Buddy on the Discord? Where's Buddy? Buddy, who are you and where are you?
Johnny.
Oh, I see, Buddy. I got it. Never mind. I found it. I'm good. All right, we got one more subscriber. How do you get your song to play? Well, fuck it. What you do is you join our Discord. And after you join our Discord, we have a channel for the April 3rd feedback, and you submit your track that you would like to be played in there. Right now, we're listening to, we have one more subscriber that we're listening to. And after that, we'll listen to everybody else. So there is a long line tonight, so just be patient. If you have no patience and you're like X-Rater and you have ADHD, you can either become a member on YouTube, so you can join our membership on YouTube, you can subscribe on Twitch, or you can tip $5 and we'll skip and we'll play your stuff right up next. So those are your options. More than welcome to just hang out, enjoy Dog Tags giving everybody a 3 out of 10, or if you want to skip and get a fast 2 out of 10 and then get out of here, up to you. All right, next, Buddy. This is old school Madlib J Dilla type beat called Sorcerer's Stone. Nikki, are you familiar with the Sorcerer's Stone?
Yes.
It's a very anticlimactic response, but okay.
What do you want to know about it?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Let's just. Stop it. All right, that was Buddy with Sorcerer's Stone. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. That was probably one of the better, if not best beats I've heard tonight. I will just get straight to the point and give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Is that a minute long?
Yeah, I mean he's got the intro and then the basic of the loop there, so he hasn't fully arranged it out, but it's a minute.
Yeah, I
minute
was
20.
just trying to look and see. It felt like just a minute. I was like, that wasn't like 2 minutes, right? Like, it felt like it was
that's
just a minute.
That's what she said.
That's what she always says. But I liked this overall. I thought it was a nice little composition. It was put together good. I think that it was too short, obviously, but it was just the, I'm guessing, preview, you said. So hopefully there's more expand on this so I can make sure the structure is good, because I liked it so far. I didn't feel like it was loopy at any point. I thought the layers went very nicely together. It was good overall. I'm going to give this 7.8.
All right, yeah, shout out Buddy. Said he's been producing seriously for around a year. So if you're a year into it doing stuff like that, you got a bright future
Simple
ahead
but
of you.
interesting.
All right. Now we're done with the subscribers and shit. I think. Yeah, I don't see any more. All right, back up to the top of this list. Oh my God, so much stuff. All right, here's Zayazo, Wish He Would, with Misery. Misery, I don't know who that is. I'm assuming I've pronounced all this correctly. Ant, you're a sub? All right. If you're a sub, did you link your account on Discord? Because otherwise, I have no clue without constantly checking the Twitch chat. Who are you on Discord? Let's solve this problem. Ant music. All right.
Am I freezing?
Sometimes. Jesus Christ. Anch.
What?
Where? Oh, there he is. God damn it. Okay, we got another sub. Here's Anch. Never mind. Scratch what I said. One more sub. Kiss Me. Okay, hold on. My screens are all flickering because Spotify is garbage. What has just unhooked itself? Good Lord. Okay. Screens are coming back. Oh, yeah. All my screens went black, and I'm waiting for them all to come back. All right. My screens are back.
My screen's taken too, but it has been since the beginning. I think it's a cable issue for me.
All right. Here is Anch. It's called Kiss Me, featuring some young lady in the picture here. Maybe, maybe not.
I see the tequila running down your body, baby. I see the tricks you play to get me naughty. Oh, damn. Brazilian hair girl, now she got control on you. Addicted to her calling, it's become so it first. I'll beat it up really good. I put it in a hearse. Don't fuck with my thoughts and feelings. Got me misunderstood. You got me fucked up. I'm dealing with shit. I'm insecure. The feeling of fucking you right. The feeling it feels so right. The pussy is tight all night. Alright. I see the tequila running down your body, baby. I see the tricks you play to get me naughty. Oh, baby. Brazilian hair curl. Now she got control on you. Addicted to her calling. It's become substance abuse. I see you coming closer. So tell me what we gon' do. Kiss me, oh miss me, yeah. Love me, oh for me, kiss me, oh miss me, yeah. Something to keep you close, something to lose control.
X-Rater, don't you dare make an auto-tune track. I will banish you from the face of the internet.
Forever.
I don't mind this. What was I gonna say? You know, for an experiment, it's done well. There are some parts where you're just off key, but at the same time, it's not like totally unpleasurable, displeasing, whatever the word you want to use there. It's not totally off-putting. I think just because overall you kind of nailed the sound you were going for. And I think to give everybody else a good high-level summary of what I'm saying is sometimes you can make mistakes, but when you do everything else really well, you can kind of overlook what those mistakes are, and you can just kind of appreciate that the person still did a good job overall. So I would say that you did a good job overall, even though sometimes you got off key. But knowing that this isn't your normal forte, that makes sense. So I give this a 7.
Yeah, I thought that this was good overall. I think some vocals were over-processed, auto-tuned. I did like your ad-libs. I thought your ad-libs were a plus. They did add a nice touch to them. There was some that were just like over-processed. I feel like those over-processed parts could be, dialed back a little bit if there was more layers on it. I felt like there was ad-libs. But I didn't think that this was terrible. Some of the lyrics were questionable. But other than that, it was bad. I didn't hate it. Fully auto-tune isn't always my vibe. But I'm not going to hate on it for that. Definitely out of key in parts, though. So would like to hear those cleaned up, but it's obviously already on Spotify. So I'm going to give this a 7.
Would you listen to an X-Rater auto-tune track?
I don't know. I'd have to. I guess I'd have to hear it to listen to it.
What would it have to be about to make you interested?
Something like positive.
Like rocks?
Like, yeah, or like, self-reflection, or like changing the world, putting good energy out, positive vibes. Not that X-Rater. Like,
not that.
Yeah.
Anything but that.
Still you put out what you put in, or you get what you put out.
You put out what you put in. Okay.
Totally
I'm
see
following.
that kind of vibe. Same-ish.
All right, now we're done with the subscribers, and now we'll listen to the Broke Boys. First up in the Broke list is Zay, Wish He Would, featuring Misery. All plats in description. The hell does that mean?
This looks really blown out.
I mean, it might be super cool and very well mastered.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's
We'll
find
go
out.
with that. There's a lot of comments. Probably
I was that nigga would, I was that nigga could. Better than me, gotta sit out of mud. I was a pussy nigga wouldn't run. You slide up, what's a pussy nigga would? You die, feel gang and be good. It's all these niggas ain't misunderstood. I got hella guys like a cat and a hat. A real nigga, you ain't never been that. You a chill nigga, you could never be that. But nigga on smoke, you know where I'm at. Bitch, I'm up, you low too bad. I want me to cut bitch too fast. I love, but let's make a pussy way last. I hit me in the face, left him on the grass. That's how I see Hellcat do the dash. I used to post on the block with a flash. Niggas say I'm a lame nigga, they mad. Bad hoe, fat ass, throwing that cash. All of my niggas girl when it's like King Kong. Left right, just like ping pong. Really going top as I put a little shit on. I was that nigga would, I was that nigga could. Better than me, gotta sit out of mud. I was a pussy nigga wouldn't run. You slide up, what's a pussy nigga would? You die, feel gang and be good. Talk to these niggas ain't misunderstood. I got hella guys like a cat and a hat. A real nigga, you ain't never been that. You a chill nigga, you could never be that. But they go on smart niggas know where I'm at.
I don't got shit like to say to you, know. Big pocket selling shit on the low. Niggas pillows talking shit on the phone. But she gon' focus up and give me the low. Oh my bro, I did this shit on my own. I don't fuck that hoe, but don't tell her. Niggas hating, rockin' makes my jelly. Love it saying, got this shit on my sweater. Old friends turn up, nigga, know I'ma catch it. On that gang, nigga, I might crash out. Too high, nigga, I might pass out. Everything cool to a fuck, nigga, pull that flag out. Put that shit up. Nigga get money, now niggas gon' show they ass, son. You want money, get like me. You want smoke, nigga, know where I be. If you wanna feed it, I'm charging a fee. 10K for a show, nigga, shit not free. And she got cream on a new IT. What you saying is that, nigga, brush your teeth. I bought my bag, got 3 on the dash. Hope I don't crash, that's SIT. When I done, little bitch, I'm leaving. Niggas hate for no reason. Getting niggas something to believe in. New iPad came in, bitch, I'm fiending.
I'm done. All right. I don't like it. This isn't for me. I'm not a fan of the style of just rapping to your own beat and then putting a beat in the background, even though it may have been done in the reverse order. But it just has no cadence about it, and the lyrics are just. I'm not even a lyrics person, but the lyrics are just say whatever you want to say without any rhyme or reason to it. Like, I don't know how many songs I've heard about, smash this bitch, fuck this bitch, get the head from this bitch. Like, at this point, doing the review show for 2 years now, I've heard that like 50 million times. So I can understand when when people go on like famous artist streams and they're trying to get them to listen to their music and people turn the shit off after 10 seconds because you hear the shit so often that it's like, it's nothing new. So not even like a personal attack or anything. It's just generic and basic, and it does nothing for me. And also just the offbeat rapping isn't for me. That's not something that I will give a thumbs up to. 2 out of 10, because the mix is somewhat okay.
I feel like I didn't like how it was felt blown out. Because it definitely did with the bass and stuff, and I know that that's a style, but it's not my kind of style, so I'm the wrong audience for this style. If you're looking for somebody to be like, this was great, because like this hurt my ears, because of how the bass and everything was. The mix seemed a little bit crackly. The tune messed with the integrity of the vocals, made them robotic, and made them very shaky. The second person that was in there, or I think it was the second person, because, okay, it was like completely not mixed the same as the first person. The vocals are way too high. They're in front of everything on top of the beat. The second guy needs to be turned down. And it's just the overall thing to me isn't cohesive, because it doesn't sound like it's even like, it doesn't sound like it's all one level, with how all of the different moving pieces in it don't seem like they're coming together properly. So definitely maybe relook at the mix. For me, it's not my kind of style, my style of music. I don't like the bass, and I don't like that feeling like that the distorted, I don't like it at all. And so, I mean, I'm going to still give this a 5 because I do feel like the lyrics, they weren't very, very good. But I don't feel like the second guy, I felt like his, with the auto-tune, it wasn't so bad. I didn't mind like his tone and such like that. Maybe turn it back a little bit, but he's just so far out on top. You need to pull him back because he's not cohesive with the rest of the song. But even the first guys, a lot of tune. It makes it hard to discern with the distortion, your tones and such. But I feel like they're not terrible. But yeah, just not really my style.
All righty, moving right along. Next up is Cat Heathens. This is a beat called DOA. Line by line, Charlie Sheen style. Hold on.
I mean, punch in when you have to. Like, if you can't breathe when you're fucking recording, you have to punch in just to make it noticeable. Start recording a couple lines before your punch in line.
X-Raider type. All right, that was DOA by Cat Heathens. I like this. I mean, I know we got several producers in the chat giving some choice words about different elements here, but I don't mind this one. I'd say it's up there, top 3 or 4 beats that we've heard tonight, even though Dog Tags is slapping it with the traditional 5.8. That's okay. I'm going to stick with what I said. I think it's top 5 of whatever the beats that we've heard tonight. I think he thoroughly worked on the arrangement from start to finish. So it wasn't just, there were parts that were looped, but there were things that he was doing from beginning to end to make sure that it transition had somewhat of a story. The mix wasn't offensive. I'll give it a 7.25.
Okay. I thought this was nice overall. I was bopping. Definitely had an old school feel to it. Maybe the buzz and the bass. I agree with the audience here. The bass was a little bit different. It was the buzz in it that was for me. It was so high. It was distracting to other parts of the song. But I did like the structure of this overall. It was easy to follow. As an artist, some beats it is hard to follow when the structure is weird. So the fact that this had a nice flow to it, and a good structure, anytime it did start feeling a little loopy to me is right where you brought in, the structure appropriately, how I feel like it should be when I'm looking for a beat as an artist. And I could hear an artist on it too. I thought that the mix was cohesive. I didn't really have much issues except for the bass with that. I liked the scratches in it. That was probably my favorite part of it. And adding the scratches did add the variation when I thought it started to sound loopy. You just structured it like a normal beat, which is what I look for.
You're underwater.
Oh no.
Now you're back. You're clear.
Okay.
It started to get muffled halfway through your speech.
I dive off the deep end sometimes. I'm gonna give this a 7. I thought that this was nice overall. I'm gonna give this a 7.5. I thought this was good.
All right. Shout out to Cat Heathens. Damn, why did I click off of that? Up next is shit. Hold on, I gotta scroll back up. Oh my god, there's so many of you tonight. Fuck, where is it? Oh, here it is. It's new. New.
Stay on the next name.
No, just new. In you. This is called Write My Mind.
That's what the New York Delis, how it's spelled here.
Invalid dynamic link. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, web browser?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Like no. It's a sandwich place. They put pickles on the table.
Who puts pickles on what table?
The New York Deli here. It's spelled N-U. New York Deli.
Why do they put pickles on the sandwich table?
They just put out, like how some places put out bread. They just put out a bowl of pickles. And you munch. Pickles are free.
Okay.
It's good.
Ghost Town. Yeah, the queue is in the Discord, near the top, underneath the official stuff section. There's the feedback channels, and then the one that you're looking for is the April 3rd feedback queue. And you'll know where we are in the queue because there will be a green check mark as we go from top to bottom. So right now we are on It's New, Write My Mind. So after new will be, we already did the subscribers, Illbuck. All right, let's take a listen to this, see what kind of crazy this is.
Waking up, I'm losing taste though. 9 on my waist, I be hungry for success, bro. Quitting what you start, compare yourself to others mental. Smile with your crooked teeth, my nigga need no dental. Judgmental, missing pieces don't fit in my puzzle. Yeah, I'm in the cut, zooted up, I give no fucks no more. Yeah, I'm in the cut, zooted up, I give no fucks no more. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Be alright. I need to write my mind. I need more patience. I hate to say goodbye. Black man, you'll make it. I need to write my mind. I need more patience. I hate to say goodbye. Black man, you'll make it. Alright. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Be alright. Be alright. Be alright.
All right, that was New with "Write My Mind."
I like this.
Yeah, tell the people what
It
you
was
like about it.
nice. I think that with the mix, I agree with the audience here, with all the listeners. With the right mix, I think this could be good. I feel like, oh shoot, sorry. Oh,
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I came out of nowhere. I feel like the hook was nice and stuff at the beginning. I think that the layers all sound a little bit busy because they sound like they're the same level. I would definitely maybe, turn some back. I like all the layers on it. I think that all the layers on it actually make this a nice little, like, I would listen to this if I wanted a little, like, pick me up or like driving or if like stressed out, because I do have like short little SOS songs I listen to. I think this would be good, like, little interlude for like a Sugar Ray album. That's what it reminded me of. That's some of my feel good music. He had an album come out a couple years ago. No one knows about, but it's actually really good. But this, I like this overall. I definitely think that with the right mix, this could be good. I definitely think that changing the volumes on some of the layers that you have would help you not sound like a robot, because I do agree, I also sound like a robot in some spots, and it just almost made it sound too busy, especially towards the end. So definitely just, maybe bring some of those back so then it can be a nice overall, and then get a good mix on it. The brights I feel like are a little bit too high. I can hear some of your mouth noises, like even when you're hitting your consonants, like just your mouth, your tongue hitting and stuff like that is creating almost a sibilance. Sibilance, a sibilance. But I feel like even some plosives are being made just from like the sound of your like tongue on your teeth. So maybe turn down your brights or turn off what effects might have that enhanced, because you might have something on that might be making it even more, or go through and actually, splice it and turn those parts down a little bit. It makes it a little bit better in that aspect. But I like this overall. I'm going to give this, I want to hear this, like, I want to hear this how I hear it, how it could be. When I hear it that way, I think I could give this confidently an 8, but right now I'm going to keep it at a 7. But I like this. I would listen to this. I think this would be great for like post meditation song.
What's a pre-meditation song?
Something
John?
very light.
Oh.
What?
So not like
What?
Little John. Little John.
I mean, I guess, yeah, it could be. Because he could be like, yeah, and you could breathe. Okay.
Have you listened to his meditation album?
No, does he have a meditation album?
Yeah.
I have not. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't.
I think
Normally
each track
meditation is like chill.
it's chill. I think each track is like 15 minutes long. It's him like talking in meditation stuff. You should check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
It's definitely
I'm doing
a little.
a 5-day. a self-care kickstart challenge starting tomorrow, so maybe I'll make that part of one of my meditations, a little John meditation. I'm doing different meditations than I normally do, trying to expand my everything.
I thought this song was different. It's not typical content that we get here. There's no talk about bitches and getting head from bitches. So, it's nice to hear something a little bit different outside of the box of our normal
Nice to hear something nice.
Yeah. So, I can definitely hear some things being tweaked in the mix to make it sound different, more vibrant. But where it's at, I'm not necessarily mad at it. I think the person did a good job, and I think my rating is more so based on this is the first time hearing it and curious what else that they have to offer. So I'll give it a 6.5, just kind of out of curiosity of where do we go from here? Is it more of this content? Is there variety here? So I like it. Curious to hear more.
It's like he didn't see me.
All right, next up is Ill Buck. This is K'd Up. Make sure you come in here with clothes on. You come in here with clothes on.
Okay.
Good luck. I should just turn off the camera. No telling what's going to happen. All right, here is Ill Buck, K'd Up.
Hi, G baby. Good night, X-Raider.
Later, X-Raider.
Ooh, right.
You still don't know my name, watch me go on top of the game. I let him say his grades before he get a medal in his face. Make him iced out, trying to make him look like a 55 bands spent, they'll come later. I don't give a fuck about no hater, let him sit. I made this paper on my mind, I spent it, made a 47. He said Cato, he said Cato, he said Cato, fuck, he said Cato, he said Cato, fuck. Get in the Mercedes, boy, we get in the shoe with toys, no break, I just enjoy. Stay on the ground, no noise, fade that you got no host. This ain't no this, but that 15 euros came quick. Don't cry, you just got hit. Motherfucker, you ain't shit. On the gram, on the snap, yeah, you talking that shit. You ain't bringing that to real life. Nah, bitch, you ain't bringing that to real life. Nah, bitch. You still don't know my name, watch me go on top of the game. I let him say his grades before he get a medal in his face. Make him iced out, trying to make him look like a 55 bands spent, they'll come later. I don't give a fuck about no hater, let him sit. I made this paper on my mind, I spent it, made a 47. He said Cato, he said Cato, he said Cato, fuck. He said Cato, he said Cato, fuck. Shoot a shot, make him look like Swiss cheese. Every shot I shoot, man, you know that I switch these. Bitch, please, you need a strip tease. All the money that I want, you know I get ease. You know I get the peace, and so does Emily. But don't get mad if we get to be envy. Cash to the bank, you gotta send me. Cash to the bank, you gotta send me. Bring it. I don't give a fuck about no hater, let him sit. I made this paper on my mind, I spent it, made a 47. He said Cato, he said Cato, he said Cato, fuck. He said Cato, he said Cato, fuck.
All right, that was Ill Buck, K'd Up. Nikki, what'd you think about that?
K'd Up, man. I feel like Ray. What do we call him? I don't remember.
Regular ass Ray.
Regular ass Ray shows his face finally. Just kidding. I love you, Ray. I didn't. So, I mean, the lyrics were they were okay. I feel like you were off at certain times during your delivery. So I just definitely would say like tighten it up. I think that your tone, you have a nice tone. Like I like listening to your voice. But I feel like in the vocal mix, I can hear like certain when you like spit, I can hear spit. and certain things that you say. So definitely check out the mix on that, or watch where you are from the mic or how high your gain is, because I feel like your vocals were on top too. But your energy could have been a little bit more, but you did have good emphasis in spots. Definitely just maybe try to get a little bit more into it. It's hard to keep up the energy when that's why I started at the beginning. You can see if you're watching this back, I was trying to make sure that you were on beat at certain spots. I just think you need to tighten up a little bit, which sometimes comes with a little bit, maybe closing your eyes if you're not closing your eyes while you're delivering, because I think that you could have more energy and emotion behind the emphasis. So definitely maybe that all could be handled in one fell swoop. But anyways, it wasn't terrible, I didn't think. I'm going to give this 6.8. Yeah, I agree with Ray. He had a good tone. He seemed comfortable, but I feel like he could have had more emotion and energy in his delivery. I feel like he was still kind of reading. And the mix was definitely green dog pigs. Sorry.
I thought he sounded okay. I mean, I don't know that he necessarily need more energy because he had kind of an aggressive tone in his raps. I think there could definitely be some like ad libs or something that kind of like accentuates what he already did there. But yeah, whatever it is you just said. Yeah, I think he could do some of those things, kind of sprinkle it throughout. But I think this was a solid track. I mean, if I have to compare it to some of the other stuff that we've heard tonight, I wouldn't say that it's like on the low end. Definitely like upper end.
Either. I didn't say it was on the low end.
Yeah, you did. I heard you.
I'm not like this is mid, yo.
That's exactly what I heard you say.
That is not what I said.
I heard it.
Witness right next to you.
He heard nothing.
Oh.
I will give this a 6.5. I don't think it's bad.
I gave it higher than you, and you said I said it was mid.
Well, I mean, your scale is all over the place. What can I say?
It is. You're total facts. It depends on what I ate the day before.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like, it's not the best, but it's definitely like up there. So I'm giving it a 6.5 to say there's things that can be fine-tuned to make it better. But I like it for where it's at.
Some things hit me weird. Some things, maybe there's a sky shift and then I'm in a funky mood and I start reading shit. Like,
well,
my scale's all over the place. You never know what you're gonna get. But that's why it's my
mood.
scale, not yours.
Well, excuse me. I'll just stay out of your business then. All right.
Don't stay out of my business. I like in my business.
Next up is Mikey 1354. This is called week 3. Did he say anything? He started.
Where are you, Chris? What are you
He's
sewing?
He's making a White Collar Rhymes beanie.
What's going on here? Oh, I love those loose knit beanies. Those are so comfy.
Mikey has been producing for 3 weeks, and he's looking for thoughts on mixing and drums since he's a starter. So,
Sound Vest.
All of you very harsh, critical judgers and voters out there, speaking specifically to dog tags, dog tags. Be aware that this person has only been producing for 3 weeks. Here's week 3.
What is a sound vest though? Whoa. Oh, your ears, like.
hate it. Hate the ending. Just end it. Why is this bass just going out for 20 seconds?
It's a statement, Dice. Gosh.
Well, it needs to state something less offensive to my ears. All right, week 3. Here's my feedback on this is that you have a lot of sounds that you just kind of threw in there that didn't really make sense or harmonize with what you already had going on. You had an okay drum line, but the melodies and the percussions were just kind of tossed in there, and they didn't really make a lot of sense. I would almost recommend just finding like some lengthy loops and working with those and figuring out how do you make loops blend well together and mix those well together without one sound being louder than the other before you just like, and maybe these are loops, but they definitely just sound kind of just like tossed in there. So that's why I say lengthy, make it something longer so that you can properly arrange things so that they blend well from start to finish rather than just adding a sound here, adding a sound there and whatnot. It feels chaotic. So for that reason, I will give week 3 a week 3.
Is this a kid?
I don't know.
I feel like
Could be.
anytime we get new producers, it's like teenagers,
Could be a 50-year-old
Right.
man.
like 18, 19 kids. Yeah, all of what Dice said, fucking to the T. The structure is kind of out there. The sounds, every end is just a lot. I feel like the whole thing came in really hot. I'm glad that I didn't have headphones on. That's why I looked at Dice like, you okay, bro? Like, about knocked him out of his chair. Yeah, definitely check your volumes and shit before when you're producing, like, when you're doing anything, fucking anything that you're gonna export out of a DAW or any type of fucking thing like this, listen to it in more than one place before you share with other people, because you could literally blow out someone's eardrums. Like, it's not cool. Yeah, definitely that's just some advice for, I guess, starting with this stuff, because it sounds completely different than it does in your DAW. Every fucking thing does. Nothing sounds the same. I think that needs definitely, obviously, the volume check. I don't know if an artist could be on this at this point. I don't really know if you're just testing out a bunch of different stuff, but everything kind of just seems pieced together. You need to segue stuff, be able to try to just make it more cohesive, where you can, layer and really put things together so then they sound like they belong together. And it's not just like jumping around because it's already really abrupt with the volume and the sounds that you have going on, then that's even more abrupt. So it makes it a little bit more unpleasant than pleasant. Definitely just keep trying. Try to stick to maybe working on one section of this where it's just two different, I don't know if it's just two different loops you have going on, but two different, work on it one segue at a time. Like, just work on one fucking section of it, expand it like Dice said, so then you can actually make it them appropriately, the change appropriate, so it's not so abrupt. But maybe just try to see how you do working on one so you can try to make that seamless and bring it back, and then work on 2. I'm going to give this 4 because I got to give you something more than Dice. That's how my rating scale worked on this one.
Spiteful. All right, next up is Canis Loop. They've been making music for 10 years, based out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Just want feedback on the overall beat, mixed and mastered by them.
And because he's new, so I'll start him with a 4. If it gets worse, I'm gonna go down.
This is called Prophecy. Okay. See how this one ends. We're here now. Let's enjoy it as a family. Not gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck to do with that one. The only thing I can imagine is this as like the soundtrack in Gran Turismo as I'm shopping for cars that I want, and I only have like 1,600 credits, and then
It's
the Ferrari
sitting
that
there.
the Ferrari that I really want costs like 86,000 credits, and I'm just like imagining all the different stupid races I have to race in order to get enough credits to get the car that I want. That's the
Side
only scenario I can put this in.
Side quest.
Yeah. Here's my feedback is I don't think this was arranged bad. I think the sounds feel very generic and flat at times to me, which lessens the excitement radar for me. But I can't say overall that it is a bad composition. It just feels bland for some reason, and I can't quite put my finger on it. So the best thing I can say is that it sounds like menu music for a very intricate video game where you're so distracted by creating your character or putting stickers on your car that this just plays in the background. I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, I'm at a 6.8 for this. I feel like at parts it got a little bit loopy, but not bad. I think that the snares were high at points where they stung my ears, and the bass line, the guitar, like bass guitar, sounded like it was almost unmixed, like it was like wavy and unstable almost. So definitely maybe look at that. The structure was nice. And then towards the end, I liked how it ended more than some of the other parts of it. This reminded me of Katamari. It's a video game that we used to play. It sounds like the loading screen on Katamari when it's like that. Da, 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 da. But you'll have to look that up and play that. It's good. I'll have to record it. I have it on my Switch. Yeah, I think that whatever the bamboo like conks too were a little bit high at points. And then the actual bass too was a little bit high at points. So yeah, I didn't mind this overall. Definitely had a Katamari vibe to it for me. So 6.8.
Bamboo Core is crazy.
Bamboo Core.
All right, next up, Designers of Sleep. They just released a song, Told It Has a Red Hot Chili Peppers vibes. Okay. Would love to hear our thoughts. Let's give a listen as a family and think positive thoughts here. Red Hot Chili Peppers, folks. Keep that in mind.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Even has a title like a Red Hot Chili Peppers track. Red Hot Chili Pepper vibes, guys. We got
Sure.
this. I thought that I think that this does have potential. Dice, I don't have their name up. Who was this?
Designers of Sleep.
Designers of Sleep. It sounded almost like it was live. It sounded like, or at least the vocals were set back. I feel like there could be more present. I feel like Bird would have had a field day with the lyrics. They were very basic lyrics, but it kind of had its own type of vibe. I would have wanted to see more variation kind of throughout it. But it was more of laid back. However, I think because the lyrics were repetitive at the beginning, like if I was listening on the radio, this might have lost my interest at the beginning because along with the lack of variation in like the beat and the bass line and everything like that, the lyrics were kind of repetitive at the beginning. But I did like the second part of it, and I did like it after the first hook and stuff. But I did like this. I did like the structure overall. I just wish that the first part of it would have just been a little bit more different. I guess it was kind of just the same thing over. For a second, I thought the whole song was going to be like that. And I feel like I would want more layers on it. I think that would help with maybe the fact that you sound step back. But you took way too long to come in the beginning, way too long. And that's why I'm not sure if this is like a live recording or if it's like, for a planned live recording, live performance. I mean, not live recording, but yeah, I'd kind of like to know the intent of that and such here, because it feels like this song was 3 minutes and 47 seconds and it probably could have been about 2 minutes. I liked the vibe a bit. I understand the Red Hot Chili Peppers vibe. It definitely sounds like a song. Like them. I'm going to give it... Oh, I really liked your voice, too. You have a really good vocal tone, really good vocal control. And I would want more layers from you on this, too, if it's not live, obviously. So I'm going to give this a 7.5. I like this. I thought that you were good. You're a good artist. I'd like to hear different stuff you do.
Torpedo, this was 2 verses. My main problem with this was the mix was horrible. The guitars were overpowering your vocals throughout the whole thing, and
that's why I thought it was live. That's why it's trying not like I'm trying to think that it might be live.
I mean, even if he recorded it live, they didn't mix it. They just went into a studio and set up some microphones and recorded everything and didn't mix
like he's standing in the back of a room and the band's like out front of him. That's what it sounded like. He's like in the back.
Well, he also slapped too much reverb on his vocals. So, he was sitting behind the guitars and his vocals had too much reverb. So it was
in a giant vaulted ceiling.
There was nothing entertaining about the mix. I agree that the intro was a little bit long. I almost thought this was just going to be a long guitar song. So yeah, I think the mix is the biggest enemy that you have here. Is every instrument is not properly mixed. The drums could be a little bit thumpier. The guitars need to sit a little bit lower, and your vocals need to be more in front of the mix entirely. The song itself is okay for what it is. Not gonna nitpick over the song, but I give this a 6 just because of the poor mix characteristics. All right, but shout out to Designers of Sleep. Hope you can get that cleaned up one day, and looking forward to hearing more. Next up is Holyfield $, or Holyfield Money. I don't know.
Money.
Holyfield Money. This is Key One. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm just gonna perfect. It's not perfect.
Hey. Yeah. Fucking on a bad bitch, I don't want an average. All I really need is the gold in my bracket. Static like an Aztec, gripping like a Mac 10. Got a head banging in the bed like I'm Danzig. Shit talking, y'all don't even practice. Stepping in the ring and I'm feeling like I'm Cassius. Both hands with your grip on the Magnum. Go so hard every day you got a callus. Chip so big that I left it like I'm Atlas. Slip yo this, trying to pick up what I'm stacking. Lip goes zip when they hit it, go they rapping. Clip yo chick, getting jiggy with a rapper. Bitch, don't sip, chuck my dick and look at after. Spit so lit, thought I heard that they were laughing. Hold up. Every time I rap, give a motherfucking stink face. Wonder where I'm at, what the motherfucking ink say. Put it on a map like a motherfucking freeway, bitch. Level when you clap, make a motherfucking cheek shake. Said you was a fan, I'm a motherfucking heat wave. Homie, not a stand, he a motherfucking deep fake, bitch. Wait, I ain't been a line, been a land for a minute. I ain't even lying, being a man, been a mission. I remember crying for the lack of the riches. Then it's with the time that I stack it with interest. Never ended my grind in the past on my limits. Your settings in my mind, I'm a master apprentice. So any motherfucker that is really done the business and he working on the wishing, I salute. Everybody struggle, but not anybody hustle. Gotta pick apart a bitch and then you choose. Tyson of my demons, I'ma never call it even to the bigger men that bum me call it truce. Till then I'ma beat him with a 9. I can teach her not to ever try to pull me off the boot. Cause I'm fucking on a bad bitch, I don't want an average. All I really need is a gold on my brackets. Tatted like a Nasdaq, gripping like a Mac 10. Got a head banging in the bed like I'm Danzig. Shit talking, y'all don't even practice. Stepping in the ring and I'm feeling like I'm Cassius. Both hands with you ripped on the Magnum. Go so hard every digit got a catalyst. Chip so big that I left it like I'm Atlas. Slip yo this, trying to pick up what I'm stacking. Lip go zip when they hit the body rapping. Clip yo chick getting jiggy with a rapper. Bitch don't sip, chuck my dick and lick it after. Spit so lit, thought I heard it ever laughing. Perfect. Hold up, need a minute. Go rush so everybody dig in. Chop cold cuts, got them all up in the kitchen like. Hold up, need a minute. Go rush so everybody dig in. Chop cold cuts, got them all up in the kitchen. Now pop eyes open like an 80 can of spinach. Cause I done seen a thief turn into a king. That a fiend from that process. I done seen a queen dressed in black and blue. Pop out like let's go shopping. I've been in between, got the knowledge schemes. Had a look at my options. I'm the bean of seed, I'm a branch and leaf. Treat the world to this August gold.
So the rapping and the presence was really good. The beat was made by Holyfield himself. I would say that the beat that you made for your own song, well, I don't even know. Are you the person rapping on this? Did you say? No, he didn't say. If you are the person rapping, your beat didn't do you justice. The presence and the verses were solid. I think just the beat was just kind of underwhelming. It wasn't horrible. It was just underwhelming, and it didn't add value to the track overall. So I'd give this a 6.5, giving more credits to the rapper than I am the production.
Yeah, I felt like this had a rough start too. It came in like super fucking hot, like it was too loud. I felt like the ad lib sounded almost distorted at the beginning. Like all the layers were up. Maybe look at the mix on that too. Turn your layers, get that shit, just right, because you do have, there's good delivery, good tone. I liked both of the verses. I definitely think that the beat was basic. It didn't do you guys any justice. So definitely get something to match your energy. Yeah, I didn't mind this overall. Was that were all the like that huh inside of the beat, or was that an ad lib?
What huh?
The sound.
Perfect.
Yeah, like that. I didn't like that.
When they said perfect?
Yeah, it was like
that's a sample from Street Fighter on Super Nintendo.
Oh, I didn't like that. It fucked me up.
Well, it was
I was like trying to write down what I'm like, I don't even know what this is.
It was too loud. That was the main problem. Usually when people sample that, it kind of sits in the background, but it was way too present.
Yeah, that kind of fucked me up. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely think there's some room for improvement here. But overall, artist-wise, you guys are good. I'm going to give this 6.8.
All right. Yeah, Joe Farwick, the queue for tonight is closed. You can get in line early for next week's queue. Or as Dog Tag mentioned, you can tip $5 or subscribe or gift a sub, and we'll listen to you tonight. Coming up next, this is Lucius. This is called Simmer Down. It says knows some of the vocals are a bit quiet, feedback on the performance, the beat, and the content. All right.
Step up on the rhythm, it's the feeling that we're feeling, people simmer down.
See, I step into the rave with a smile on my face, and I can't get the simmer down.
Chilling and we're building, and I got the pack ready when you come around.
See, the feeling got me floating out. Love it when you come around. See, you pick me up, then set me down.
Take a little time to find the meaning now. And I got my team, scheming, dreaming, gleaming, leaning to the summer now.
Sun's up, trees green to the summer down.
Energy's right, it's what I'm feeling now.
See, the feeling got me floating out. Love it when you come around. See, you pick me up, then set me down.
Take a little time to find the meaning
See,
now.
you got me on a run around. Still they wanna play me out.
It's what I'm feeling, yes. Synergy seeping the beat, our weakening. Change of the season, I'll be relieving stress. Follow my heart and what I believe is best. The essence, steady stepping on this road of life. Take it easy on my soul, you know I roll with stride. Working overtime, grinding through the colder nights. Government lacking, they tried to polarize us.
Show the listen other sound, give them something to talk about. For 20 and the rig is out. Can't get the kid to settle down. We about in the sunshine regular. Up 2 steps, he the dancehall senator. Ran through shots in my mind, daddy editor. Blessed be the bits and 1-9 rapping on. And 1-9 rapping on.
With the melody, go fast as arts, all parts of the remedy. Half-hearted hearts need to chart their empathy. Part of the destiny, part from the legacy.
She be the body to my armor. Before the sun it run away, it come far now. I want ya, so I'm pressing on my written till they call ya. Maybe I'll marry the marijuana, and to my crop I'll be the farmer. She be the body to my
I
armor.
see no enemies, see no jealousy, see no reason to breathe those energies. Bleed my heart on the page like therapy, page like therapy.
2 step in the rave, but we be chillin' where the dogs be. Pedal bike, trek, smiles cheap, time costly. Another smile, stretch, sun bleach, time lost me. A rhythm I etch, fine tuning in top speech.
Step up on the rhythm, it's the feeling that we're feeling, people simmer down.
See, I step into the rave with a smile on my face, and I can't get the simmer down.
Chilling and we're building, and I got the pack ready when you come around.
See, the feeling got me floating out. Love it when you come around. See, you pick me up, then set me down.
Take a little time to find the meaning now. And I got my team, scheming, dreaming, gleaming, leaning to the summer now.
Sun's up, trees green to the summer down.
Energy's right, it's what I'm feeling now.
See, the feeling got me floating out. Love it when you come around. See, you pick me up, then set me down.
Take a little time to find the meaning
See,
now.
you got me on a run around. Still they wanna play me out. I don't worry them when I'm underground. Shit them when I'm underground. I don't worry them when I'm underground. Shit them when I'm underground. I don't worry them when I'm underground. Shit them when I'm underground. I don't worry them when I'm underground. Shit them when I'm underground.
I can't hear you.
Sorry, that was Ray and Luke. Simmer Down.
Was that regular ass Ray?
No, it's some other Ray.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the vocals were low. I like the sound of it, especially the hook. I think the hook is probably the most appealing part. Just the tones that you guys use, it's very sonically appealing. I don't necessarily agree that it feels forced, but I can definitely understand that. It almost feels unnecessary to go back and forth every single time, like maybe alternating is working against you and so, like doing it for every single verse, but I think mostly just some of the, I'm assuming that was Ray, because I've heard Lucius before, or Luke. Some of his parts felt shakier than Luke's, and I think that's what kind of throws it off performance-wise. So I'll give it a 6. I wanted to say 6.5, but I'd just be giving you points for the hook. I like the hook a lot, but I feel like the performance in the mix warrants me telling you there needs to be some improvements there.
Yeah, I thought that the one guy sounded like Rogue a little bit. I always think that anytime there's like a male singer that it has like that specific tone, I'm like, I actually liked the back and forth. I feel like you could have, maybe done a little bit more of your own too with the back and forth mixed a little bit better. Probably would have made it play a little bit better. I feel like some of the layers seemed like they weren't mixed quite right in. I liked that there was layers, so the delivery was nice and laid back. I do feel like the mix needs work on this. But tone wise, Dice is right. It's nice and it's relaxing and it's easy to listen to. So it is nice sonically. I'm gonna give this 6.8.
All right. Who just cash apped us? Hold on.
I have no idea. Just here, man. Just here.
Who was that wanted to skip so that we could get you up next? Forget G's. Okay. Let me find that. Gotcha. Okay. So appreciate the tip. We've got, is it G's or is it Geese? Am I pronouncing it? Am I butchering your name? Is it like jeans?
Is it like Ask Jeeves, but forget Geese? Oh no, that's a V, not a C. Nothing. I'm fucking tired.
All right. Here is G's coming through with the tip. This is called Shameless Expression. Boom, 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 boom. Get you loaded up.
And I just made up a real story.
Yeah, you know my stilo is Gizo. I'm 95% up from the free throw. Nash it, but I don't pass it. I'm fully on MVP goals. Coming up out the Big East, slicing niggas like Kimbo. Shit y'all writing is weak. Run in the stew and break your pencils. You real slow. Back to back hum in your instrumentals. Oh, she ain't tell you. Almost made a miss out on a menstrual. Wherever your low is where my men stroll. I'm gonna cop a crib though. Introducing my kinfolk to shit they never seen. I gotta do it for the cream. Marble floor and endorsing nothing but flossing for my seeds. Yes, I come with a greed. And that's only due to my hunger. Lunching on catalogs. It's me and you rappers under. Pig niggas getting chopped off the block. You stay getting smothered. Also a pig. We know you gonna snitch cause you undercover. Knowing my worth. I'm by my dolly. You niggas rehearse. A bunch of actors that get shot at and then you disperse. I bury niggas every verse and I put them in hearses. Intimidating, walk in the club and y'all clutch y'all purses. The rush you get from minutes urgent, I step on the surface. From your fake page so you lurk and wrap up niggas like Uncle Murder. I'm the nigga your bitch want and the name you never heard of. Got a decent smile, she told me after lurking on my profile. Who knows now? So many fucking trees that I blow down, but what I do know, your boy not fucking up this go round. Bar for bar, yeah, I hold the crown. Never gonna lift my pen up. I got bigger pictures that I gotta lock in the frame. I can't hang with you niggas. You feel me? Jeez, nigga.
All right, that was Shameless Expression. I thought this was cool. I think you definitely have your presence down and nailed. I'm not necessarily a big fan of beats without a drum, but that doesn't mean you did a bad job over it. I could definitely hear at the end when you punched in and you kind of, that was really the end of your verses where you seemed like you ran out of things you wanted to say. But I think you were consistent overall from start to finish. This is 7.5.
Yeah, I liked this overall. I'm gonna give this an 8. I liked the energy. I liked the tone here. I liked your build up. I thought that this was your tone was assertive and not aggressive. It was more of statement without feeling like it's pushed on you. So I liked it. It kind of reminded me a lot of Zig. I think that you would sound good with Zig. That type of energy this is the type of energy that, like, his gets a little bit too hot at times, where he could keep it pulled back. And you tended to do that. So I liked this overall a lot. I definitely would like to hear other things too. This was super solid.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks for sliding through. Hope you stick around and share some more stuff. I feel like I should remind people, because we have a lot of new members and new watchers. My normal grading scale out of 10 is normally going to fall between the 6 to 8 range. Like, it has to be something like super spectacular and wow for me to go like 8 and above. So for me, a 7.5 means like you're cream of the crop from what we've been hearing. So kudos to you.
Creme de la creme.
And Nikki just gives you whatever she feels at that moment.
Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad. You get what I give.
All right. Shout out to G's. Don't forget about G's. Next up, Brian, the producer. This is called 90s Old School Freestyle Type Beat. Okay. Very long name. Got Eminem on it. Probably more of a 2000s rapper, but that's okay as well.
Telling myself like, just how many times does it take for my world to break? Telling myself like, just how many times does it take for my world to break? Telling myself like, just how many times does it take for my world to break? Telling myself like, just how many times does it take for my world to break?
All right, that was Brian, the producer, with his beat called Lies. I will just go ahead and say that this sounds consistent. And what I mean by that is kind of similar to I don't hate it, I don't love it. I mean, it sounds well put together. There's nothing that super excites me about it, but there's nothing that I can super nitpick on and say that you need to work on this or improve this. I think it's something that, the right person comes along and they listen to it, they'll enjoy it and they'll want to do something with it. But I definitely think it just sounds kind of not necessarily run of the mill, but it sounds like he just did everything. It's like It's like when you go to your annual job review and they say you meet expectations. I feel like you met expectations here.
It's the
I'll give it a-
worst.
No, that's what everybody gets. Not
I
everybody
know.
exceeds expectations. It's like you did
I know.
you did what
2
you
years
needed to
in a
do.
row.
Well, your
I love
coworkers suck.
performance reviews.
Your coworkers suck. All right, yeah, exactly. Dog text did everything right, but nothing super amazing. I'll give it a 6. I don't know. I feel like you need to give it a 6.5. 6.5.
I agree. I feel like the sample at times, I feel like that would have been for me as an artist competitive. But if that was just like the hook part, then I could see it. But I feel like it needed a little bit more variation at points in it, to make it that, 7 or 8. I liked from 3 minutes on the most. I liked the variations you had there. But yeah, I agree with everything Day said too. I'm going to give this a 6.8.
All right. So shout out to Brian, the producer. Next up is DizGod. This is called Horrific Come Down. We got about 6 more tracks left in the queue tonight, folks. So if you've been hanging out with us, appreciate you. If you haven't been hanging out with us, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Since we're on a 90s old school freestyle type beat type of vibe. Nikki, did they say that when you were young? Check yourself before you wreck yourself?
Yeah.
No, there you go.
You to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
There we go. See, I know what I'm talking about. All right, here's DizGod, Horrific Come Down. Don't like that. All right, that was DizGod, Horrific Come Down. I didn't like look guys, this isn't EDM and this isn't like a dance hall. Like there's no reason to like drop out the entire beat in the middle of it, and then even if you do that, you shouldn't take so long to build it back up. So that was a negative mark for me. The other thing that I feel like kind of similar to the last beat we heard, I feel like you did your job, but there was nothing super wow about this one. So I'm probably at like a 5 out of 10 on this one. I feel like the sounds are kind of generic. They're not interesting and unique.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel like that dropout at that 54 mark, I thought, or that change, I thought that the song was over, because it was too abrupt when the rest of the song was just so, and there was no variable in it. So I definitely think that there could be more variation. Variation in it. There could be more variation in it. You could do more change up where it's not the drop, where it keeps people interested instead of thinking that it's over. I'm going to give it a 6.
All right, next up, Jesse Badga. This is called Feather Boy. Interesting. Work in progress.
Hey, you guys. Let me say I propose a toast. Come on. Hey, quick, before I start the music, shake it up, take a sip, and wish for what you want most in the world. Okay. I want to replicate my own DNA and win the Nobel Peace Prize. Oh my goodness. Okay, shake it up, boy, shake it up. I want to play more baseball games than Calvin can. You get filthy rich doing it. Oh yeah! Thank you, Harry. I want to see the whole world, and I want to write down everything.
I have always been told my dreams they madden me, that my head should stay empty. I feel everything, I feel it in my soul, and when I go to sleep, I turn into feathers and I turn into feathers and I turn into feathers. In a dream I had. In a dream I had.
I want to see the whole world, and I want to write down everything.
Remember this voice. I remember Jesse. He came through last time and wowed us with the track. I still like his voice. I'm not so sure I'm as wowed as I was before. Like, I understand with the track title, including the children sounding voice, but I'm not sure during your singing, I wanted to hear the high pitched layer as well. I don't know. I don't feel like it enhanced the singing that you did. I'm torn. I like Jesse's parts. I'm not sure that I like I guess it sounds like I hate kids or something. Not sure I like the children banter and like the children singing with it. I definitely agree with Ghost Town. I feel like maybe a different mix, I could change my mind, but I'm more attached to Jesse singing than I am everything else about the track, because he has like a raw, soulful voice. So I'm at like a 6.5 on this one.
I feel like I don't normally like the kid sound in the background, but I feel like with that like ethereal vocal that there was and that high pitched vocal that there was, it kind of made it like tell a story. And then with his grit and tone in his vocal, it kind of pulled it together for me. So I actually liked it. I thought that maybe it was a little bit overused, but I think that at the beginning it needed it because of it took so long to come in. But I loved the vocals. I loved the grit and all of that in this. I'm going to give this a 7.5. I like this.
Okay. Shout out to Jesse. Next up is Wake Up Tafari. He's a new independent rapper, singer, artist. Just released their debut single. Appreciate some thoughts and let them know if we like the song. So let's all listen as a family and wreak havoc.
tell you the truth, it's over this bitch. She always be stuck in the past. All the things that I tell her always be gone right over her head like she duck in the past. Don't need to tell me what's good. Don't switch it now that I see you. Too late to turn back. Don't need to tell me what's new. Seen you pop out with that nigga, I hope you don't like. So you don't wanna tell me the truth. You don't want me knowing while you in the streets, but I'm the one waiting for you. You don't want me saying what I really think, then you turn around say it ain't true. Your business is out, you out fought for the league, had enough being played for the fool. I need to know what they say really true. I thought that I couldn't trust no one but you, but you show me my wrong, it'll never be two. You at home playing big, then pass round in the street, say you coming back different, but not acting new. Did all that I could, but she wanted some more. She said she want travel, she on a world tour. I can't hold you down, said you want to explore, so I don't wanna know what you out looking for. Don't wanna tell me the truth. You don't wanna tell me who's new. You don't wanna tell me who's who. Matter of fact, you just don't wanna tell me about you. You don't wanna tell me the truth. You don't wanna tell me who's new. You don't wanna tell me who's who. Matter of fact, you just don't wanna tell me about you. You don't wanna tell me the truth. But I know a thing or two. I know a thing about you. I know that you were the lowest you've been since you gave up the old for new. I know that nigga you think that you love just could not give a fuck about you. Don't wanna tell you the truth, it's over this bitch. She always be stuck in the past. All the things that I tell her always be gone right over her head like she duck in the past. Don't need to tell me what's good. Don't switch it now that I see you. Too late to turn back. Don't need to tell me who's new. Seen you pop out with that nigga, I hope you don't like. Don't wanna tell you the truth, it's over this bitch. She always be stuck in the past. All the things that I tell her always be gone right over her head like she duck in the past. Don't need to tell me what's good. Don't switch it now that I see you. Too late to turn back. Don't need to tell me who's new. Seen you pop out with that nigga, I hope you don't like. Don't wanna tell you the truth, it's over this bitch. She always be stuck in the past. All the things that I tell her always be gone right over her head like she duck in the past. Don't need to tell me what's good. Don't switch it now that I see you. Too late to turn back. Don't need to tell me who's new. Seen you pop out with that nigga, I hope you don't like. You don't wanna tell me the truth. You don't wanna tell me who's new. You don't wanna tell me who's who. Matter of fact, you just don't wanna tell me about you.
All right, that was Wake Up Safari with Don't Tell Me. Nikki, what did you think about Don't Tell Me? Are you going to tell him something?
I didn't hate it. I thought that I mean, the lyrics were really basic, they were repetitive. I mean, catchy, I guess, for what it was. I could definitely see this, playing, being, mainstream, because it's repeatable. What is that? The parent test or whatever, the kid test, they would repeat this if you played this, because it's so repetitive and simple. It's not bad. His tone and cadence, everything is good in it. His delivery is good. I think that there's certain parts that sound like they're a little bit more tuned than others, and they don't sound like they need to be, so maybe look at that. But overall, I'm going to give this a 7.
Yeah, I think it's definitely repetitive, especially at the end. I feel like we heard Don't Tell Him like 11 times, and it just got excessive at that point. I would rather you just end the song than say Don't Tell Me like 20 times in a row. The vocals were mixed too loud in comparison to the beat. So it was like everything that you did vocally was there to be nitpicked on, because there was later Torpedo, there was nothing to like balance it out with the beat in the background. So, and I wanted to just kind of caution people. Like, I know music is more the barrier to entry is lower now. You can buy a microphone, you can buy an interface, you can buy a DAW, you can release your own music independently, but getting that like quality check on things, like this is already distributed. So me telling him the vocals are too loud forces him to do a takedown and re-release it. And that's if he goes down that path. So, I definitely, impress upon you all as you're working on your music, like do a little bit more on the QA side rather than just saying I'm done and distribute. You can fix some things, and even if you don't agree with it, like do it anyway. It might help you, like people say, think outside the box and experiment. But overall, I just felt like the song was repetitive and the mix was off. So I give it a 5.5 out of 10. All right. Next up is the young producer Prodigy from Sweden, Finland, somewhere in Europe. Leonard said he finished the song, needs some overall feedback on the rapping, beat, and mixing. Young Leonard, sleep.
Vilken då problem, jag ser det aldrig. Tappar musiken, det blir lätt sällan. Aldrig. Mina homies, vi brukar gå kuckar och hit, men springer för alltid. Gammal har i benen, det är prinsessor och lager pussy och natty. Musiken får jobben och kompo, det är ingenting, men det kallar mig fattig. Yeah, vilken då problem, jag ser det aldrig, någon bro like Patty. Och för det summer, det kan bara smatta på grå, det är dagar är fattig. Yeah, ser mig färdig, yeah. Ser mig färdig, yeah.
Is the whole 2-minute outro?
Vocals on it.
What?
I like
it.
The mix kind of feels all over the place. Like, I don't understand why you would just drop out all the vocal sound completely on that beat change up. The beat change up was cool, but I would have liked the vocals over that part. And I would even say this about English rapping is like when you rap in that cadence with that kind of mix on it, it makes it hard to really understand what you're saying. So you're technically going for sound more than you are digestion and understanding of what people are saying. So I don't know, just kind of a preference on that depending on the listener. I mean, overall, I think this is cool. Probably just some things that I would suggest differently in the mix is making sure like vocally things are consistent. It seems kind of just high, low, low, high all over the place to me. But I think the beat was cool. You definitely have improved in that. So I'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah, this was a cool little production you got here. I feel like I liked your staccato style that you had on the beat, but I feel like the mix was really harsh on this. You did have a good tone, but I feel like, yeah, the mix was probably my biggest issue with this because certain things that happened messed with the integrity of your vocal too. But the production part of it was good too. I'm going to give this a 6.5.
Right. Next up is Og, and then after Og, we got a few more left. So Krim, MP3. Is that it? I thought I skipped somebody. Oh, I guess that's it. Og, Krim, and MP3. So 3 more left in the queue. Og has a beat called Kick Heavy 2. Let's see what it sounds like. I'll speak.
What?
While you're asleep.
No, my camera's upstairs, so I'm like looking at it.
I think the screen froze for a minute. That's why it looked like this.
I totally have fallen asleep on stream before.
Oh yeah, I know that. that was Og with Kick Heavy 2. I like this. Og has some interesting beats. He had a really cool one last week. This one was cool again. You know, I almost wanted to say this was another consistent beat, but I think the sound elements and the different chops and arrangements that he did puts this a notch above just being consistent and makes it like decent to me. I will give this one. I'll give this one a 7. It has a lot of variety in it that I can definitely jive with. What's up, Rhino? The queue for tonight is closed, but you can get in line early for the next show. So it's never too late. There's always a queue open, just tonight's queue is not open. Unless you tip. Nikki.
Yeah, I like this. This is a nice composition. Overall, I like the structure. I thought that the changes were good in it. It didn't feel loopy at all. I could hear an artist on it very easily. It had a nice variation in layers. I'm gonna give this an 8. I like this. This was probably one of my favorite beats of the night. It was interesting.
Right on. Oh yeah, you're right. Who is that? Keshin. Yeah, we got. Oh, Rhino's gonna tip. All right. While he gets whatever that in place. Damn it, who is next? Krim is next. After Krim is MP3. After MP3 is Kashern. Krim, you posted 2. Was there one in particular that you wanted us to listen to? If you're still out there. Did you want us to listen to the Idea Monday 2? Do the first one. Okay, we'll do that one. This is called Idea 1, and it looks like it's from Monday. Hope Monday was a good day. This is a very early stage demo. Keep your minds out of the gutter. All right, that was Krim and his partner in crime. I forget what your partner's name is. Please remind me. This is their idea from Monday. They're trying to see if they should finish this very early work in progress. Fuck yeah, you should finish it, man. The only thing that I would say is just kind of, you know, Adam Finia. Yeah, that's his partner that they do co-production on. I would say, you know, as you're working on the vocals, make sure that they're not overpowering, you know, what you've done production wise. There was that kind of like first drop that you had. It almost felt a little bit long, but you know, after listening to it, it was fine. You know, I don't know. I think, you know, it's really just the vocals for me. I think everything else, you guys have a good kind of balance of progression from start to finish. So I think it's really just fine tuning those vocals and then, you know, seeing if there's any other tidbits where you can add any vocal flair to it. For a work in progress, I would give this a solid 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Dice here. I really liked this one. It was a fucking bop. I was bopping. And I think that a little bit more vocal spread throughout it would have been awesome. I'm gonna give this a 9. I like this a lot. I would listen to this, and you should definitely finish this and send it to us when you're done.
So you can bop some more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, MP3. This is called President's Day, final number 2.
I'm throwing the bitch in the day.
Shout out
You're switching
to
the
him.
party, you say. Bodies these beats are sis. I'm glad I get to do this with you.
That wasn't a question. That was a statement.
Salute to the bitch that love me. Salute to my lingerie money. First lady be sweeter than honey. From Cali to Boston, they love me. I'm throwing your butts in the ditch. You quit to the party, you stitch. I'm buying you speech, I assist. And then I assist in your pitch. I can talk about all the shit now, all the fucked up shit we lived through. But I digress, not my platform. Drifting garments, bitch, I'm teed up. I know she want me, but I can receive her. I catch her bad like a fucking receiver. She want my number, but I go delete her. Her pussy not a jungle, not like a leader. I'm charging 100 per 8. I'm about to go Henry the 8th. I'm about to steal all of your money, and I'm about to spend it on big. They spit like Cardi and Ken, they all sound the same. They copycats, yeah, they whole lot of lame. Bitches be smoking when I spill a flame. I'm Johnny Cash, I'm in both Hall of Fames. Both Hall of Fames, think I'm insane. I pick her up, break her back like a bane. I beat up the kitty like my name is Shane. Drip head and toe, red, white, and blue. Open their mouths, think I could sue. They pay me clever, but I already knew. I'm writing this song, I think you can tell. Charge up tight like Color Style. Wanted to go crazy with a bust sound. Now I'm going crazy with a bust down. Now I gotta pull up in an all black truck now. Super secret service on my ass now. Play shift like Mitch, double down, no switch. Hit spots, all 7s, bust out, so rich. Better bars, better beats, better bitch, better fit. 10 songs and they all hit. I've been going hard lately, so I had to simmer down. I've been spitting fast like 100 rounds. I don't mean to flex, but I'll body every sound. When you ask to speak up, I'll tell you when it's allowed. Salute to the bitch that love me. Salute to my lingerie money. First lady be sweeter than honey. From Cali to Boston, they love me. I'm throwing your butts in the ditch. You quit to the party, you stitch. I'm buying these beats, I assist. And then I assist in your bitch.
All right, that was MP3, aka production and rap duo called Eye to Eye. He was the first one on there, and then his friend Tony was the second person on there. I thought this was cool. The thing that hung me up was the vocal sound over compressed and slammed out, and I feel like that was because they were competing to find some spectrum against the beat itself. I feel like if you can improve the mixing balance for those vocals so that they're clear without sounding oversaturated and over compressed, that it'll add a whole lot more balance to this track. I think the beat was cool. I mean, I think everything you did stylistically was cool and on point. It's just the mix that was a little harsh on the ears for me. I agree with what Cashern said. At first, I wasn't sure, but as you guys continued on, I can vibe with it. I can rock with it. I can respect what you're doing. So I would say work on the mix, like as far as taming those vocals, because you're screaming into it. So I know, there's finding that balance of screaming vocals versus the beat, but it's not sitting in a good spot right now sonically, so that it feels a little bit harsh. And yeah, I can respect that. That's the style. It just feels a tinge too harsh a little bit from what I'm hearing. Oh, you got hit with an ad. He'll be back in a minute. It looks like Nikki disappeared. Nikki, where'd you go? Nikki, come back. Come back, Nikki. All right. Oh, you okay? Not feeling good? I think Nikki's not feeling good. Yeah, Nikki will be back.
Oh, shit.
All right. While Nikki's taking care of her health, I will jibber jabber and continue on. Ghost Town, let me know whenever you're back and you can actually hear. Well, shit, you can't even hear this, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I feel like it's just, I can understand stylistically, but it just feels a little bit over compressed to a point where it's too harsh on the ears. Oh, you're there. All right. Well, I don't know if we'll get some feedback from Nikki. She hit me a message and said she's not feeling too good. But if she does come back, she'll let you know. Otherwise, she'll probably end up typing in the chat. But yeah, I respect that song. What did I say? 6.5? I'm at a 6.5. I think it was worth the wait at least. It wasn't a bad song. So, all right. Next up is Cashern. This is called Long Walks. Yeah, absolutely, Torpedo. The delivery and everything they did else, it kind of makes up for the harshness of the mix. So that's why I said I can still respect. All right, here's Long Walks. Looks like we got a video. Oh, there it goes. Shout out to Rhino. What's up? Some people are risk takers. Looks like it's full of rocks and mud. Definitely gotta have big wheels for that. All right. Yeah, I thought that was a cool like lo-fi beat. One thing that we were talking about on Sunday when we were doing a listening show while Nikki's on the floor listening to us, but kind of interpreting the difference between like a full beat that somebody would do a song on and something that somebody would do an interlude on. And I think this is one of those productions that would work in either situation. I can definitely hear somebody taking this and doing like an interlude on it, but I can also hear somebody like using this to from start to finish as like a full song. And I think that's dope. I think this was solid. I think anything else I say would just be nitpicking. So I would just give this a 7.5 as far as my rating. I think it's good. Trusted at Applebee's. Oh, geez. Nikki gives it an 8. Minus the Applebee's. But yeah, I liked it, man. I think it was dope. Definitely want to hear some more stuff from you. So I appreciate you sticking around and hanging out with us. Definitely worth the wait. Last 2 things have been worth the wait. From Ghost and Kashern. Yeah. I'm feeling good. And to close out the night, we have none other than Rhino himself coming back with a tip and a sub. You got 2 things here. Rhino, what's going on? Which one are we listening to? It's way up there. You're sorry. What are you sorry? Oh, you wrote Ghost feedback. That's okay, Nikki. You can just type it in his feedback thread whenever you get off of the floor. 79 Malibu. All right. 79 Malibu it is. Let me load this up. Copy as path. Boom, boom, boom. Here is Rhino, 79 Malibu. What's up, young Jacob? That was Rhino with his beat called 79 Malibu. Yeah, that was smooth. I think it was well balanced. The arrangement feels good. I feel like you're setting yourself up right now where you could do a little bit of change ups that don't even need to be too drastic in this case, because it has a lot of interesting elements that keep you sonically on your toes. So I don't think you have to do a huge change up, but you definitely set it up where the next pass around you can do little tweaks here, chops here. So I like this one. I think it was smooth. I will give this a 7 1/4. 7-ish. Like Blackish, but 7. 7+. Yeah, 7++. I'm sure Nikki's on the floor typing out some sort of rating system. Let's see, what do we have? Let's see. Yeah, we're a little over time. I think what I'm going to do, Rhino, is we're going to keep your other one for the next show. That way we'll have something to play early in the next show. Nikki said it was smooth. She liked it a lot. She loved it. She's making a heart emblem with her 2 hands. Super chill. And she would. I don't know what that means. Oh, listen. As my head's background music. I think that means that she would play it while doing other things, such as rock collecting and other various activities. Yes, bingo, right on the spot. Hey, all right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna save the other one for the next show. We also got what is that? There's one up there from Krim. So we got a couple things we're gonna punt over to the next show. We've been on almost 4 hours, and Nikki has fallen ill due to some Applebee's. Not sure what she ate, but it is not sitting well in her system. So I'm going to call it a night. But again, appreciate everybody for hanging and kicking it with us. If you didn't know, we'll be back next Wednesday to do this again. I think maybe even Sunday. I don't know. We've been listening to music for the last few Sundays as well. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do that again Sunday. I know everybody watching is probably already on the Discord. So hang out on the Discord, chop it up with us. We're going to get out of here and raid the Ghost House. So if you want some more feedback or you just want to hear some other crazy tunes, check out the Ghost House. They have another review show, and forgot the guy's name already. God damn it. But definitely a dope show. They have a queue as well. So if you are trying to get your stuff submitted, I will caution you. Sometimes they have a long paid queue, but it's always worth a listen just to see what kind of interesting compositions come up over there. So we're going to raid the Ghost House. Be sure to tell them we sent you. And yes, we hope you feel better, Nikki. Please roll yourself into the bed and get some sleep. And until next time, folks, I'll see you on the flip side. Holler.